So like I'm talking through my laptop.
And we're live. We're live on the Debbie Daily Show, Goose.
We're live right now. It's the Wild Goose's best. This is the best fucking audio of the Wild Goose.
Now we have a special surprise tonight. We have to give everybody a couple of minutes to stop their gaming that they're doing and come into the chat room. I think of it, yeah.
Oh man, I'm all about the gaming. Like, believe it or not, before I got fired from this gay job of mine, like I was all about buying all kinds of $40 goddamn games.
Now you're selling them on eBay.
Heroes of, or was it Heroes of Iron? No, it's something of Iron. I don't know. I bought all kinds of fucking $60, $40 games on Steam, and then I got fired by these Jew bastards.
I still cannot believe that shit. I still cannot believe it.
Well, I got fired. Well, listen, like they fucking, there's all these fucking Vietnamese cunts. Now I'm not a racist, okay? I love the Vietnamese people I work with. I do. I love them. They were very kind, considerate, real. Like, they loved America. They loved everything we stood for. They're like, we love America. We love the fact that you firebombed us and stuff in the 60s. We love you. We love you to death. I'm like, wow, great. You're all very kind people. But then, like, they kicked me out of my job. I'm like, well, fuck these people. I want to fucking firebomb them again. Trump for life. Make America great again. Let's firebomb Vietnam some more. Anyways, I guess, long story short, yeah, I lost my job. That sucks, Debbie. That really sucks.
That sucks. Fuck is what that sucks.
It sucks all kinds of fuck.
Now, all of you people just wait until you hear what we're going to debut tonight.
Listen, Debbie, is this like the first time I lost my job? I don't think I don't fucking think so. The Wild Goose always comes back.
Goose has a bumper sticker that says, I've lost more jobs than I've had.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I come back and I fuck your company up. I fucking firebomb your people. Yeah, I didn't get... Why is my echoing?
I don't know. I turned you up a little bit.
Well, you turned me up a little bit too much back then.
All right, let me turn you back down.
Now.
Okay. All right. We're going to debut a film. Goose is actually in a film. I've known about this for about a week, but I've kept it under wraps.
Bill Wagner drew the motion picture.
Bill Wagner. This is unbelievable, guys.
This is the name of the show. We're going to debut Bill Wagner crewed the motion picture. Because, like, I had people, like I said, hey, we did a documentary. And they're like, nah, you didn't. Oh, whatever. You were in a part of it. Right?
I would say it was mostly about you in the BWC.
Well, it was like the BWC and there was Greg Elliott. But it was like pretty much Bill Wagner crewed the motion picture. And then people were like, nah, of course not. Like, BWC had a part of it or whatever. It wasn't a big deal. No, it was actually like, this is actually like a big deal. This is cool.
Is it the same pass? Is it?
I
know. Does he know?
Not till it airs. It hasn't actually aired yet, but it will be on international TV.
This is a private screening, boys and girls. This is very special. We're going to give you a few minutes to get your friends in here because we're not going to start this over.
On ITV, BBC, several major U.S. networks like NBC. I mean, it's going to be everywhere. It's going to be everywhere eventually.
Yeah, and for you fucks that think I can't keep a secret, I've known about this for a week and I haven't even mentioned it once. And I wouldn't have mentioned it once because I do keep secrets, fuckers.
Well, you did.
No, I didn't.
But you didn't. But I got the blessing from the producer to not, as long as I don't make it huge, that's fine.
Where did you give me that?
We're not going to make it huge from here. Like, I could make it huge if I really want, but we're not. Like, we're not going to make it huge.
I love the way your face is. We should do a screening on Skype and have people call in and be actually watching it with us. Hold on just a second.
Do whatever we want, but my internet really sucks ass. So, JP, I know JP watched it. He enjoyed it.
He did? He did?
Yeah, I shared it with them. I shared it with a lot of people, but the thing is, like, I didn't have the blessing at the time. So, like, I just told the producer, like, oh, well, I'm just going to share it because originally he didn't actually share it with me.
I know.
I guess the password.
He hacked his site and got it.
I got the password to his video, and I got the password to it. So like, I just shared it with the PWC. I'm like, guys, look, this is on the TV.
Should we play the trailer first?
Of course, yeah. The trailer's good. That's fine.
All right, we're gonna play just the trailer, and then we'll see if y'all want to go get.
That's pretty much it. Debbie is like Goose is on the TV. That's why I was so excited. Everybody was excited because Goose is on the TV.
I love it. I fucking love it. I watched it now twice. I watched it by myself, and then I watched it with Vic, and it's just unbelievable.
I masturbated to it.
And see, the thing about it is they rounded it out with you.
Well, it comes full circle.
That's what I'm saying. And that
I appreciate it because a lot of documentaries about internet trolling, they don't cover both sides. And when they do cover both sides, like they lean one way or the other. But they really didn't with this one.
I wish I would have done that. I would have been in there about the BWC
with my. They did, but the thing is, like that Steph Guthrie person that was at the center of that.
I know her. Yeah, I know her.
Yeah, she blew the producer off several times. I told you about it. Like she blew him off even after I told you.
He never contacted me.
They say that in the documentary. Like she didn't want anything to do with this documentary. They said she refused to be interviewed by our documentary. Like it's somewhere midway through it.
Let me tell you something. I felt sorry for that man, Goose.
Greg
Elliott, yeah.
Yeah, Greg Elliott. You know, he's absolutely the victim. He is. And I'm really happy about that in this documentary. He's absolutely vindicated.
We should do a GoFundMe for him.
No, he's already got it.
How much did he get?
A lot. It wasn't a GoFundMe. It was like a Patreon or something. But that was that article I did.
There was a guy that almost got ruined, guys, financially in every way, just because
he did get ruined. He had to cash out pension and everything.
He had to cash out everything to pay for lawyers' fees because this. Well, you'll hear in the trailer. You'll hear in the show. You will hear in the film what happened to him.
Well, you can play the trailer first.
Okay. All right. Here comes the trailer called "The Rise of the Trolls." Here we go.
Troll is someone devoting large parts of their life to attacking other people on the internet.
I've been called troll by very powerful people that should know better. Homophobe, misogynist, racist, all this stuff is just lazy people not wanting to interact.
I've been getting a lot of people threatening me online, and it's scary.
Maybe that the internet has unleashed a kind of dark demon within millions of people out there.
When you're anonymous, you're free to do and say a lot of things that you otherwise wouldn't do in real life. You would be powerless to do in real life.
It's a venue where a person can go on and
whose voice was that? Whose voice was that?
ruffle somebody's feathers or embarrass or humiliate them, and there's no consequence to that.
We're stretching the bounds of free speech. You either use it or you lose it. Feelings will be hurt.
If the truth hurts you, it's not my problem.
But hurt will be had. Sorry. I won't interrupt it anymore.
We're stretching the bounds of my anus.
We want to make them cry.
Right,
we love to make them cry.
Oh, shit, I stepped on that. God damn it. I stepped on your last part that you said.
This is the best part of the trailer. It's like that dark, ominous part of the trailer.
Yes, I want you to hear what Goose says.
We will make them cry.
Here's what Goose says at the end. Listen.
A kind of dark
real life. You would be powerless to do in real life.
It's a venue where a person can go on and ruffle somebody's feathers or embarrass or humiliate them, and there's no consequence to that.
We're stretching the bounds of free speech. You either use it or you lose it. Feelings will be hurt.
If the truth hurts you, it's not my problem because I'm just telling the truth.
We want to make them cry. We love to make them cry.
Blah. It's the Inception blah. You know that like the trailers, they got that blah. That's the best part.
That foreboding, that foreboding sound like. All right, let me go.
My voice is like going over the blah, It's like the dream come true.
Finish
I'm
him.
Over a blah.
Finish
I'm
him.
Over a blah.
Finish him. All right, hold on just a second. All right,
I'm saying the most important thing ever to have been said. Blah.
We love to make you cry. We love to make you cry. Tears are the water of our life. Okay, here comes the actual film. Are you ready? I'm going to go on mute. It is about...
Are you on mute too? I'm going to pour a drink and I'll come back.
It's about... It's 1 hour long, but it's worth every second of it. And here we go with the... No, God damn it, that's the fucking teaser. Hold on, let me go back. I got to go back to Skype and get the other one. Same password. Hold on. Let me scroll up to the first linky dink that he gave me. Hold on. We're still working on getting the watching it. Give me the goddamn link. I'm going up on our Skype chat. Hold on. Let me go down. Hold on. There's 2 links on our Skype chat. First one goes to this one. Let me see if this is it. This video is private. Let me enter the password.
Wow.
Hold on.
Throwing away all lower caps.
Here we go. Rise of the Trolls. Here we go. Y'all listen in. The lights are coming down.
Wow.
The Internet. What began as an exclusive tool to connect militaries, governments, and then universities has now, more than 60 years later, transformed everything about how modern societies operate and communicate. Today, no one can escape the grasp of social media or evade the mind-boggling connectivity that nearly all humans worldwide now have access to. But few have been prepared for what has also emerged with all this human connectedness. A new and ominous strain of human behavior has been unleashed. Increasingly, people are hiding behind a cloak of anonymity, waiting to provoke, harass, and even threaten anyone they choose. They are called Internet Trolls.
A troll is someone devoting large parts of their life to attacking other people on the internet, basically trying to make that other person's life miserable in some way.
They send things to my home. It terrifies me to think what they could do if they wanted to, knowing exactly where I live, knowing where my children go to school.
Trolls can be a minor annoyance or a life-crippling terror. But what happens if society tries to silence them? Who loses then?
Trolling is a free speech issue, and if you aren't free to hate someone, then you're not free.
I've been associated with all kinds of organized trolling groups. We're stretching the bounds of free speech. You either use it or you lose it. Feelings will be hurt.
Politicians and the courts are now grappling with who really is a dangerous troll.
I've been called troll by very powerful people that should know better. Homophobe, misogynist, racist, all this stuff is just lazy people not wanting to interact.
Artist Gregory Allen Elliott is at the center of a landmark trolling case that might land him behind bars and forever change what any of us, anywhere, can or cannot say online.
If Mr. Elliott is convicted of a criminal offense, watch out. Nobody will be safe. You better shut up. Because if you don't, he could be going to jail.
My name is Gina Crosley-Corcoran. I write a blog called The Feminist Breeder.
Okay, now stop right there. I have to ask you, who got this girl, Goose? Who went after this girl?
Who, Feminist Breeder?
Yes. Who went after her?
Well, there were a lot of people that went after Feminist Breeder, but that was a little before my time. I went after a lot of feminists.
I know. That's why I'm asking you.
She's before my time. I never actually went after her.
Okay.
Not that I know of. I may have.
Okay.
But as a distinguished target, I never went after her that I know of.
Okay, here we go with the story.
Me and her never were associated.
Here we go with the story of a feminazi and how she got attacked.
And I deal with a really steady onslaught of very vicious and dedicated trolls. Trolls can be really, really sneaky. When you think about patterns of stalking, stalkers don't just do it really quietly. They leave their victim clues that they're being stalked in order to scare them. So today I got a Working Person Store magazine addressed to the Feminist Breeder with my home address. My trolls sent me this, probably to imply that I'm too lazy to find a real job besides blogging. So guys, hey! Come here, pumpkin pie.
Gina's blog earns her family a decent income. She writes about being a stay-at-home mom. But
It did until she lost all her
modern
sponsors.
Feminist perspective.
Exactly. Home birth is a controversial topic, but is largely misunderstood by the masses.
She lost all her sponsors. That's the only reason she's mad about the trolls.
Exactly.
She lost all her sponsors, therefore her blog is no longer profitable. That's why she's mad.
Oops.
Community of like-minded women has grown around her blog.
I like to see that recognition response when someone else goes, oh, me too. And that's so validating. That's why I do it.
Feminists are frequently targeted by trolls. Gina knew to expect attacks, but she's been overwhelmed by the volume of abuse and stunned to discover who her trolls are.
The trolls and the really dangerous people that I attract are themselves mothers and have small children at home. They get something out of taking out their frustrations on someone like me. They see me as a figurehead, and they're really angry about the attention I'm getting from people, and they want to discredit me in any way they possibly can.
They're haters.
Hackers and haters.
They're jealous haters.
These people spend all
comes true. It really does come true.
I know.
All day taking screenshots of every word I type on the internet. They all pick it apart. They talk about my children. They talk about my clothes. They spend an incredible amount of energy focusing exclusively on something that they claim to completely hate. And to me, that's the difference between someone who just disagrees with you or someone who's really stalking every move you make. And those are the trolls.
Gina sees little difference between her trolls and a stalker. They want to see her react, and they know how to push her buttons.
A stalker wants to upset that person. They want to make them afraid. And that's what these trolls do. They leave comments in such a way that makes you feel afraid of what they're going to do and say. They'll leave comments about my address or my kids, and they do it because they want to get a reaction out of me. They want to see me lash out, and it all feeds into this sick and twisted entertainment value to them.
So what is it that motivates trolls? In London, England, psychologist Raj Prasad believes the internet has spawned an entirely new, yet unexplored, set of human behaviors.
Psychologists and psychiatrists have been somewhat taken back by the huge amount of negativity there appears to be on the internet. And it may be that the internet has unleashed a kind of dark demon within millions of people out there in the general public. We think that one of the things that's problematic about the internet is it normalizes extreme behavior. So because you see a lot of people on the internet behaving in an extreme fashion, you think it's more normal than it might actually be. And the other thing is it seems to encourage a herd-like piece of behavior. If one person starts being negative and a group of people pile in behind them, there's a kind of cascade effect, which you don't see in ordinary life outside of the internet.
Psychologists further believe that one thing has compounded the effects and numbers of trolls.
Anonymity seems to be a very important factor on the internet in that it seems to make people less inhibited.
I wish he would have quoted Socrates there. Socrates said, give a man a mask and you'll see the real man.
Well, we'll see. It hasn't even aired yet, so...
Yeah, I know, Angel.
About doing nasty things. It means that people feel free to get away with bad behavior because they think they're not going to get called to account. No one's going to point the finger at them. So the anonymity effect seems very important and may explain why so much dark and negative and extreme behavior occurs on the internet but doesn't seem to occur in real life, in face-to-face interaction.
But what inspires a troll? What do they get out of it? Operating out of an undisclosed location in North America, one hardcore and self-professed troll agreed to tell us, provided we maintained his anonymity.
I'm Wild Goose, and I'm a member of the Bill Wagner crew. And I've done a podcast for the past several years documenting internet trolls.
Hey, I wanted to tell you before we proceed that Elliot Rogers is American hero. You really, really showed your allegiance to the BWC. And I find that to be very, very admirable in a man. Just saying. You know what I mean? Goose. Goose.
Oh, shit. Yes. Hey, hello.
No, I mean that.
No, I said, yeah, that was all this was about. Was dropping wagon droppings. That's all this was about, really. In the beginning, that's all it was about.
We're looking at his Spreaker page right now. It's amazing on the film. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, major wagon swag in this movie.
Absolutely.
Really.
Absolutely. There's Pimp Hat, Elliot Rogers, good stuff.
Hacker activity, Gamergate, Anonymous, Occupy, you name it. I've been a part of it. There's a serious darkness in not only us, but I think in everybody online. I think a lot of people just don't tap into the power of anonymity and what it can do for them. When you're anonymous, you're free to do and say a lot of things that you otherwise wouldn't do in real life. You would be powerless to do in real life.
Goose joined forces with like-minded trolls he met online, and they work as a team to offend and infuriate as many people as they can.
If you were to Google Bill Wagner crew, chances are you'd come across a term called rip trolling. When somebody dies and their family puts up a memorial up in their honor, we might set up a separate page, or we might just go on that page and create a ruckus. But the idea is to get as many followers as possible on that page and make it seem as legit as possible so that we can offend as many people as possible when we start posting gore and other kinds of
I love the heavy metal on this bit.
You hear a goose flying overhead.
That was my favorite part, and I talked to the director
Did you really notice that?
No, I did, and I talked to the director about this. I was like, "Wait, did you intentionally put that goose part in there?" He's like, "No, it's the sound guy. He's great. He's really funny." And it's funny because the producer and the director have a really great sense of humor about this shit. It's like, no, it was totally the sound guy that put that goose part in there.
It's a family in a graveyard, and they're very, very, very They're very melancholy.
What a fucking goose sound!
A goose is calling over here, going hank, hank, hank. Anyway, here we go.
When they introduced me, oh well, as long as his anonymity is confirmed, honk, and it shows like a goose.
Shows your Spreaker account. I love it.
They are most vulnerable, like at the time of a loved one's funeral. Is
to get as many followers as possible on that page and make it seem as legit as possible so that we can offend as many people as possible when we start posting gore and other kinds of shocking material.
Bam!
hounding people when they are most vulnerable, like at the time of a loved one's funeral, is a surefire hit for the troll.
That's the easiest way for us to create a mass effect. It's really effective when you have all these people who are already emotional. Got this bomb on them, you know, with the gore photos, maybe some kind of sexually explicit photos. It sends their emotions into overdrive.
But what do the trolls get out of seeing these distraught reactions? Lulz. L-U-L-Z. That's the currency of the troll, and it's what they're after. Lulls are laughs, fun and amusement at the expense of others. The Wagoner crew will prod people online for reactions. The bigger their response, the more popular the target becomes.
Someone who gets really animated and waves their arms around on camera, preferably, or they'll scream into a microphone on a podcast. They might start crying. They become lulz cow. They're like an ongoing target. We love that kind of reaction. We want to make them cry. We love to make them cry.
The open internet is a playground for Goose and trolls like him. And the stark contrast to what they can get away with in normal society is not lost on them.
I really can't. I mean, the real world's so boring and it's lacking in lulz. It really is. I don't think we'd be able to find this in real life. The internet presented something that was never available to us before.
I love the trumpets. I really do. I love the trumpets. It's so.
It's the
it's
battle.
very David Lynchian.
Yes,
it's good.
It's very biblical battle scene, sort of like.
Yeah, it is. It's like very History Channel.
Exactly,
like
Patton, Patton, or something here.
See, Goose against this unstoppable force of
you
people.
know what I fucking thought? I thought this was you walking right there. Is what I thought.
It might have been. You don't know.
It walks. It just walks. You don't know.
You don't know. Like, it's just so well done. You just don't know what is and what isn't going on.
Oh shit!
It's just a really well good. It's a really well done documentary.
This guy should win something for this documentary.
He has won. He's won awards for his documentaries. That's why it's so great.
No shit.
Yeah, like once this airs, it's probably going to win several awards. Like, he's won, like, Gemini Awards, like, whatever fucking awards they win for documentaries up there in Canada. They're going to win all kinds of shit. It's going to be good. It's going to be real good. And I'll probably get, like, the troll award.
He said I'll probably get...
Best troll and documentary award ever. For this I love the soundtrack.
Yeah,
it gets better. It gets way better.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, and 1.
Today, if you go on the internet, you're entering the domain of the troll. But where did internet trolling all start? This unassuming computer science professor may hold the answer, and may himself be one of the very...
Boy, has he changed or what?
Wait, hold on, Debbie. If this is the guy I'm thinking of, it might not be. But there's a guy that, like, started that alt whatever thing in the 90s. Like, it was some image board or whatever. But there's some guy later on in the documentary that, like, pours a bunch of flavor-colored water or whatever, like food-colored watering.
Right. I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about.
When he talks about... Right.
Oh, yeah. Like
sadist and Machiavellian. I never can say that word. Machiavellianism or whatever.
Machiavellianism. Anyways, the people who are listening don't know what the hell we're talking about. So I'll describe it for them. It'll come up later.
Okay. All right.
But basically, there's this psychologist who says, okay, well, trolling has these... the
tantra.
Yeah, the tantra, the sexual thing with trolling, the sexual tantrum, or whatever it's called. But basically, it's the thing that made Kevin Kierstead kill himself. But anyways, this hippie motherfucker has these, like, glasses full of juice, and he pours this food coloring in these glasses, and he's like, well, this is this part of the troll, and this is this part of the troll that makes him evil, but you don't want to be a part of this part of the troll. And he pours all of the glasses into one glass, and it's like this glass of black juice.
Yeah, he says you're either part of psychopathy, which is psychopath, or you're, what's the word you said a minute ago?
Or Machiavellianism,
or you're sadist, or you're narcissist.
And then he pours it all
into one. Yeah, and he goes, and this is the internet. And this is the internet troll.
Yeah, and it turns black, and he's like, you don't want to be with this guy. You don't want to be a part of this guy because it's black.
Right.
And I think that was really racist. I'm like, I really don't want anything to do with this guy because he's racist.
That was kind of racist now that I think about it.
He shouldn't be racist. And
no,
like, I really want, like, once this airs, I'm going to call him out on it. I'm going to be like, listen, dude, you're kind of fucking racist against internet trolls and black people because that's really gross and mean. It's just mean-hearted.
I never thought about it like that, but it is racist.
It is. I mean, you're just thinking of black people. Like, oh, well, it's black, so I don't want to be associated with this person.
Wow.
So, anyways,
all right, here we go.
I just wanted to share that.
Here we go. 3, 2, and 1.
The first trolls on the internet.
I'm Dr. Adam Steele. I am an associate professor of computer science at DePaul University in Chicago. I think I'm the first recorded troll on the internet. Certainly not the first troll, but the first one that was actually written up. This is a piece that is here because my wife hates it, called The Alchemist. I hadn't really noticed, but it sure does look like a troll, and I guess he's stirring the pot.
Adam would first access the internet while attending university in the province of Quebec, Canada. And it wouldn't be long until he was stirring the pot with his wry sense of humor.
I was a grad student in 1993 at Concordia University in Montreal. Essentially, at that time, the internet was still very nascent, and at that point was just a relatively small number of universities that were connected together. And there was this kind of quasi-bulletin board system called the News Network. You had, for example, a group like Rec.Humor, and people would trade jokes, and I guess what happened at some point was that there were people on Rec.Humor who had a...
It says, how many feminists does it take to screw in a light bulb? The answer is 1 to screw in the bulb and 2 to make the documentary about it. That's pretty good.
I did want to mention that this guy is also a Canadian, and I'm the only person interviewed that's an American in this documentary. So I just wanted to plug that.
How did he find you?
How did the director find me? There was a reporter in Australia who interviewed a guy who was an Encyclopedia Dramatica admin who just happens to be a part of the BWC. He threatened to rape and murder her, but he also recommended me to her before he threatened to murder her and shit. He's not like a real people person. I just want to.
I think I know him. I like him. I think I know him.
Chris Jones. But yeah, Bill Wagner doesn't really like him. Anyways, that guy recommended me to her because, like, I'm kind of a people guy. Like, I like talking to people. I like talking to them about stuff and about other things. Like, I'm just like I'm a personable guy. I love doing interviews, and so he recommended me to her. I spoke to her, and then she recommended me to the director of this movie. And then, I mean, he and I have been talking for the past year. So there's other things going on now that have nothing to do with this movie that will spawn as a result of it once it airs and everything. But she's writing a book. I'm a part of that book, this Australian wench. And there's going to be a few other movies that I'll be involved with, but this is kind of the center of it. This is where I started. I'm not going to go into any other details, but yeah, that's how I got introduced to it. Is basically the Gay Nigger Association of America, Encyclopedia Dramatica. They basically referred me as the guy to talk to. So. and I can't speak for everybody. I'm not like the spokesman of the GNAA or the BWC. I'm the guy to talk to. Apparently, they referred me, so nobody had any problem with that. So I spoke.
No, and if there's one thing,
great length.
If there's one thing I've learned is that the BWC does not speak for the BWC in certain theaters, in certain realms. You know what I mean?
They did very much. That they very much appreciated my.
I did. When I saw it, I was like,
"What?" Like nobody had any problem.
It was the first thing I noticed when I got off. I said, "Wow, he really proved to me that he is allegiance. You have allegiance to things."
But there's no problem with me. The thing is, like, there's been other instances where I could have
really
done something like this, and then I'm not going to go into any detail.
No.
I could have gone on a
shut up.
very well-known TV show with a certain Texan psychologist with a mustache, and that could have been a big thing. And then, like, we just decided as a group, like, we're not going to do that. And funny enough, like, I was going to be the guy that would have been going on there. Like everybody decided, like, well, if anybody's going to go on there, it's going to be Goose.
I just wanted a free trip to LA. I thought it'd be fun.
Well, yeah, that's fine or whatnot. But like, I've always been I've been the spokesman guy. Like, I talk to people. That's me. I'm like the guy in Office Space that gets fired.
Let me take you off topic.
Like, what's your job? And he's like, well, I'm a people person. I'm a people. What the fuck's wrong with you people? I'm a people.
Let me take you off topic for a second. How did you join the Bill?
Just kind of toss to people.
How did you join the Bill Wagner crew? When did you get in the Bill Wagner crew?
Oh shit, Debbie, that's a long-winded question. That's a show in and of itself. But let me take a swig real quick. Now let me light my smoke.
Victor asked me that, and I couldn't answer it. I was like, I honestly don't know. I don't think. Do I know?
You might not.
How did you get involved with them?
It was a long time ago. I'd say it was 2009, 2010. Funny enough, it was Saul Goodman that actually went after me. He went after me. And I became good friends with Dick Burns. Right. Dick Burns and I would call he and I would call these different shows on BTR and these different radio shows, and he and I became really good friends. Me and Dick Burns.
I loved the fuck out of Dick Burns.
We were very close personal friends. But he got screwed. He got screwed by Saul. Saul went after his kids and whatnot, and I went after Saul. There was a huge rift.
I know. Okay, take me back. Who was the blank guy? I'm drawing a blank. He was called the blank guy. He was a member of the BW.
There are a few of them.
He was the tech guy.
There are a few of them. There are a few people that just didn't make sense. At that time in the Bill Wagner crew, I mean, we're just so huge. There were so many people. I mean, there were hundreds of people in the Bill Wagner crew at the time. So at that point, I was just a nobody. Saul was a nobody. Dick Burns was a nobody. I mean, it was a clusterfuck. It was the Wild West. That was the Wild West of the internet. It was a really exciting time. I mean, we were at that point, I was going to downtown DC. I was fucking with the Scientologists and shit. It was just a different time. It wasn't all about the BWC at that point. You remember that time? I was going downtown to DC and stuff.
I remember you and Lego.
Yeah, me and Lego. We were going downtown to DC. We were fucking with real life people.
You were passing out flyers and shit.
We were passing out flyers, but we were fucking with people too.
I know. I remember very well. I remember very, very well.
Bill Wagner says it still is the Wild West. Whoever that is in the chat doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. It ain't the Wild West anymore.
No,
It ain't.
no. You would have had to have been there. And if you were there, you would remember it. If you weren't there, you wouldn't remember it. I just fixed my necklace.
Bill was there, but he wasn't.
Don't believe anything Bill Wagner says.
No. He was there, but he was on the other end. You know what I mean? He was on the end of us fucking.
Bill Wagner never got it.
Debbie, go ahead and keep playing the interview. I gotta go. Relieve.
Okay, whatever. We'll see you in a minute.
Some human excrement.
Thank you.
Penchant for tasteless jokes that was not appreciated by the rest of the community, and so the tasteless denizens were kind of hived off and started their own group, and Alt.Tasteless was born.
As the chat group Alt.Tasteless got going, the jokes started to get more and more extreme. But soon, the jokes just couldn't get the rise they wanted.
I think it was a long, hot summer, and everybody was kind of getting a little bored. And there was this idea that the people of Alt.Tasteless should invade a news group, and somebody suggested rec.pets.cats.
Yes, cat lovers would be the next target. And Adam
we have a few people that were actually a part of that.
Like any community, they wanted to discuss problems that their cats had.
Really? Is this where the cat thing came from, the internet?
Yeah. Alt.Tasteless. Mekazawa, he was actually a part of that. I'm really, he's a few years older than me, but Mekazawa, he was a part of that community way before I was. I started out.
So I guess
few years older than him, but he was actually a part of that Alt.Tasteless community. So, when he saw this part of the documentary, he was like, "Holy shit! They're actually talking about this. That's awesome." So, that's kind of talking about
we should actually engage them by writing a story that would appear to be from somebody who was genuinely concerned, get them to respond. A stealth attack. So I created a fictitious identity, and it was posted anonymously to rec.pets.cats.
And what happened next would be recognized by Wired magazine as something that had never happened on the internet before.
I have two cats, Sootykin, 2-year-old female, and Chode. Chode's problem is that he has really stinky shits, paint peelers.
Adam's post was vulgar and over the top, but he took care to keep it believable.
Sooty goes into heat something fierce, yowling and presenting all the time. While dinner was cooking, I tried to stimulate her with a Q-tip because I had heard that one can induce ovulation that way. My date came into the bathroom while I was doing this, and needless to say, I don't think she bought my explanation.
The cat lovers, however, bought Adam's story, hook, line, and sinker.
The initial responses to the post were very helpful and essentially suggested that Sooty should get spayed. Then slowly...
Emphasis on the initial responses.
Other suggestions started popping up.
While I was cooking dinner.
As the off-color suggestions became grosser
and
more extreme.
Really good sense of humor.
Poor cats.
The cat lovers were outraged, and the alt-tasteless gang...
I can't believe you said that about a cat. Cat death. Look, cat death. Fuck.
Had a blast.
So what we did was we essentially trolled, where you throw a lure out behind a boat and motor slowly over the fish until somebody bites.
Adam and the Alt.Tasteless crew had become the internet's first gang of trolls.
If I knew you in real life, I would so try to get that piece of art for you, or a painting of it or something. That would be greatness,
And I really, this is my culture right here. Like, a lot of people don't understand it. They think it's stupid. A lot of people think it's stupid.
The ultimate. It's the ultimate jokester.
Well, it's not just a jokester. It's like this is my culture. A lot of people don't understand that. They think, oh well, internet trolling is just the stupid shit, and I understand that. I get it. It seems silly. It is silly. It is. but like this is like not only what I grew up with, it's like what I don't know how to explain it, but it's a part of my culture, and I really appreciate not just Bill Wagner and the people that were part of the alt tasteless or whatever, but like that guy being in this documentary, him and Greg Elliott, it's just
you would get along well with this guy, is what I'm saying.
well, I don't know. I don't know if it's get along with or whatever, but it's like we have our own piece of history, and it's great. It's like we have our own piece of history.
You've made a mark now. You've made a mark now. I'll tell you that shit.
That maybe other people don't get. Like we made our piece of history, and it's like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's just fantastic. I love it. Well, being a part of it, and then Greg being vindicated finally by this documentary. I'm just so happy for him because he got destroyed.
Yeah, and we'd like to say to Guthrie, suck it, bitch.
Well, she will. I mean, eventually.
Just wait till you hear his story. It's fixing to come up here.
Yeah, keep on going.
Back then, Adam was one of about 14 million internet users worldwide. 25 years later, there are 3 billion people online, and the nature of trolling has evolved.
What's happened now is that trolling has taken on a meaning different from the sort of fishing metaphor and more towards that of the troll under the bridge, where someone will post something and the responses will be very destructive, basically laying waste to whatever's been said.
In the early 1990s, Adam and his friends were trolling for fun. But now, negativity is everywhere on the internet. Back in London, Dr. Raj Persaud suspects that we all have a potential troll lurking in our psyches.
The answer to the question of whether we're all potential trolls is delivered by a simple question. Have you ever gossiped negatively about someone else? Because if you have, there's a sense in which you were doing a kind of micro-trolling behavior.
It's not pretty, but science has now proven that putting someone else down can make us feel better about ourselves. And there's a specific name for the feeling that results.
Psychologists are taking increasing interest in what's called the Schadenfreude effect. And
this guy's like the Saruman of trolling.
Is about feeling.
You ever seen Lord of the Rings where he's pouring those different potions into each other? It's like the same fucking thing.
There are a lot of people on the planet feeling low self-esteem, feeling beaten up by life. Maybe.
Do what? I had walked away. I had walked to the other side of the room. What did you say, sweetie?
Oh no, this guy, he like pours these different potions into each other. He's like Saruman in Lord of the Rings. Like where he pours these potions into each other, and he's like, "Don't touch this shit. I'm gonna make some magic orcs out of this shit." And he like pours these different juices into each other with different food colorings. And then when it turns black, he's like, "Yeah, you don't want anything to do with this shit." I'm like, well, that's kind of racist, dude. Just because it's black, you don't want anything to do with it.
Hey, Goose.
He's kind of a fucking racist. But yeah,
we said that. We said that a minute ago.
Watching other people do badly, watching other people
fucking
suffer,
racist.
seems to correct your low self-esteem.
Deriving pleasure from the pain of others is a characteristic we all seem to have to a degree. But psychologists are now finding that hardcore trolls are likely to express 4 dark personality traits. In Winnipeg, Canada, a landmark study of internet trolls has now shown that one of those dark traits stands above the rest: sadism.
Sadists do it because they like it. Some people get their jollies by being rude and obnoxious and causing harm to other people, sometimes serious harm to other people, and it gives them pleasure.
Dr. Paul Trapnell and his colleagues have confirmed that the internet, with millions of potential victims and anonymity to hide behind, is a playground for people with sadistic tendencies.
It's a venue where a person can go on.
And his hair looks like Mo Howard's.
He should be wearing a fucking Ku Klux Klan hood.
Goose.
And ruffle somebody's feathers or embarrass or humiliate them or make them feel anguish, and there's no consequence to that.
Ruffle someone's feathers, like he hates waterfowl. He hates geese.
You're very perceptive. I'm shocked. I would have that went
right.
It went right over my head. It went right over my head. Ruffle somebody's feathers. That's amazing.
Very problematic.
That seems to be what we found.
Trapnell and his team began their studies by focusing on people who frequently leave comments on message boards. A significant number of them unabashedly rated trolling as their favorite commenting activity.
Then we asked them to also fill out a number of personality questionnaires, and those questionnaires included some measures of well-known, widely studied forms of nasty tendencies. We found, as expected, that the trollers were higher on all of the malevolent traits. It's not a stretch, but nobody had investigated that with data. And so we did so, and sure enough, that's true. Let me illustrate what I mean by these 4 dark tendencies that have especially toxic social consequences. Psychopathy, we can be callously indifferent by our reckless pursuit of things that we want. In narcissism, we are callously indifferent to others by our pursuit of grandiosity and wanting to hog the limelight, wanting to think that we are superior to other people. Machiavellianism, the pursuit of strategic harm in order to benefit ourselves. Sadism is a particularly malevolent way that we can do harm to others, and that is by seeking to harm people purposely because it's pleasurable to us. So all of us have the potential to be dark in these 4 different ways. And indeed, some people combine these tendencies in ways that make them especially dark, malevolent individuals. And that is a very, very malevolent person. This is not somebody that you want to have anything to do with at all.
It's a black guy. I'm screenshotting that for my show avatar. I screenshotted it.
Fucking racist piece of shit.
It's horrible.
Definitely not.
Nasty individuals have had free reign on the internet, and trolling is on the rise. But more and more people are starting to fight back.
Troll hunting!
This accused troll has been forced off the internet for 3 years by a Toronto court. And today, his artwork has been forced off these cafe walls by angry protests. Gregory Allen Elliott is in limbo, awaiting verdict in a landmark Twitter harassment trial.
When I used
All right, pay attention right here, guys.
Twitter, I used it as pure form. As an artist, I just went, this is a brush, this is some paint, this is a canvas. I used it to comment on politics. I used it to help people. I just used it every way possible. One day I responded to every tweet that came across my tweet stream. And then someone said, you don't have to respond to everything. And I said, I know, right? But today that's what I'm doing as an artist and an experimenter.
At one point, Gregory was sending 300 tweets per day. He was acerbic, sometimes crude, and very opinionated. Inevitably, he made some enemies who wanted to shut him up. Chris Murphy, Gregory's lawyer, explains how Gregory went from volunteering to design a logo for a feminist organization to being arrested and jailed for 3 days.
When Greg called me, he had no idea why the police were there, and neither did I, obviously. And it wasn't until sometime after his arrest, when he was in custody, that he first learned what the police were doing there. And it turned out that there was a woman named Steph Guthrie who had said that Mr. Elliott had been criminally harassing her on Twitter. The medium that Mr. Elliott is alleged to have harassed the complainant, Ms. Guthrie, is on Twitter. That's it. No personal emails, not Facebook, nothing in person, no in-person meetings, no stalking behavior.
There's the one they threw coffee on. You can throw coffee on it, but creating the picture is worth more than 1,000 people destroying it. This is like freedom of speech. This is saying, like, I can comment on what you're doing as long as it's not a threat You know, if you're hurt, if the truth hurts you, it's not my problem because I'm just telling the truth.
Mr. Elliott was disagreeing with Stephanie Guthrie's politics. She's the founder of a political organization in Toronto called Women in Toronto Politics. Mr. Elliott was an ally of hers for a number of months. But then there was a break in the relationship because Mr. Elliott stuck up for someone he believed was being bullied by Miss Guthrie and her friends on Twitter.
Miss Guthrie, who refused to be interviewed for this film, asked her followers to, quote, sick the internet on a young man who had made an anti-feminist video game, a game that even Mr. Elliott admits was clearly offensive.
There was an orchestrated and dangerous attack on this guy. Right up to that point, I was sending tweets to them saying, look, the guy only has 11 followers. Ignore it. It's not good branding, to destroy people's lives. But they said, screw you, Greg. And I said, okay, well, you're not going to take me seriously. You're not going to stop. I sent a tweet that, I'm going to paraphrase it. It said, if you commit suicide, I'm holding you all responsible. And at that point, my helping stopped, the attack started, and I had to start defending.
Gregory didn't know what he was up against. A community had labeled him a troll, and they were determined to get rid of him.
I knew they were trying to get me kicked off Twitter. So at first it was a campaign of intimidation. Second, it was fake identities, using my face and names that were similar to my names, and that's illegal. And if I had felt like it, I could have got whoever did it kicked off Twitter. And then it was the hashtag GAE hole, Gregory Allen Elliott asshole, so gay hole. So this was an orchestrated campaign that ramped up.
Gregory fought back with tweets that were often abrasive and confrontational, but he never broke Twitter's terms of service. That hasn't stopped the justice system from charging him with criminal harassment and imposing bail conditions, taking away his internet use for 3 years.
So what I've had to do for the 3 years, because I was banned from the internet and banned from email, is I've had to rely on family and friends and try and cut into their lives and schedules. Yeah, and to be forced back onto a pencil and erasers is very interesting.
I've spent, I couldn't even count, thousands of hours like this, sitting like this, out of my own time, because he was not able to do his own evidence gathering for his case.
So you have to, the most painful thing is having to go through stream of consciousness blather on Twitter. Not exciting for me, and I can imagine it's even less exciting for everyone that was helping me out. So,
sifting through the intricate web of thousands of tweets and retweets made one thing abundantly clear to Gregory's lawyer, Chris Murphy.
Gregory Allen Elliott is not a troll. There's no way. He is either communicating a political message or he's defending himself against their slander. Those two things do not make you a troll. He wasn't going near them physically, wasn't saying anything threatening, wasn't saying anything sexual to them. He was communicating about politics. And he was following the rules on Twitter.
But because Gregory wouldn't shut up, his accusers went to the police, saying that they felt threatened. Now Gregory waits for the judge to decide his fate. Freedom.
That was a bunch of bullshit. Felt threatened. Shit. That's ridiculous.
Or 6 months behind bars.
If Mr. Elliott is convicted of a criminal offense, watch out, because nobody will be safe. What you're going to do if you're involved in a political conversation online and the mob comes to shut you up, you better shut up, because if you don't, you could be going to jail.
Internet trolling has two essential parts: the attack and your reaction. A big reaction is what the trolls crave, and the way you respond determines whether or not you are a worthwhile target.
If it's just somebody that's just gonna, block us, and that's the end of the game, well, you guys suck. That doesn't provide too much entertainment.
Prolific troll Wild Goose and the Wagoner crew are all about the lulz. the laughs their victims provide. They call them lulz cows. So there's a logical limit to how far they'll push them.
There's a symbiotic relationship between the internet troll and the lulz cow. The Bill Wagner crew has never pushed anyone towards suicide, nor have we tried to. That's never our intent. Why would we kill a perfectly good lulz cow? If we were to knock them off the internet or out of real life, what benefit would that provide us? You know, how are we going to get any lulz out of someone who's 6 feet underground? You know, last I looked, dead people don't come on the internet.
Excellent. That was fucking brilliant. I mean, that was you trolled the whole documentary. I loved it. That was.
I mean, it was kind of out of context.
I know. We got to hear that again. Here we go with the Goose quotes. It's excellent. What he says.
It's really out of context.
I know. We've never trolled anybody to death. Why would we do that? What gets a dead lulz cow?
It's really out of context.
Internet trolling has two essential parts: the attack and your reaction. A big reaction is what the trolls crave, and the way you respond determines whether or not you are a worthwhile target.
If it's just somebody that's just going to, block us, and that's the end of the game, well, you guys suck. That doesn't provide too much entertainment.
Prolific troll Wild Goose and the Wagner crew are all about the lulz, the laughs their victims provide. They call them lulz cows. So there's a logical limit to how far they'll push them.
There's a symbiotic relationship between the internet troll and the lulz.
Wild Goose, internet.
There's a symbiotic relationship.
Internet troll.
And the lulz cow. The symbiotic relationship.
There's a symbiotic relationship.
The Bill Wagner crew has never pushed anyone towards suicide, nor have.
I'm gonna go back. The symbiotic relationship. That's the best part.
There's a symbiotic relationship. Look where it says new Black Panthers.
They're all like being all dramatic about it, and I'm like, there's a symbiotic relationship between the troll and the lulz.
Goose, look, the new Black Panthers graphic charge. We need to kill white babies.
And then there's that scene from like Mike Cernovich's blog. It says how to choke a bitch.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go. There's a symbiotic.
Wild Goose and the Wagner crew are all about the lulz, the laughs their victims provide. They call them lulz cows. So there's a logical limit to how far they'll push them.
There's a symbiotic relationship between the internet troll and the lulz cow. The Bill Wagner crew has.
You look a little crooked in this picture right here. I don't know what happened.
Oh, I'm real crooked.
I'm
real crooked.
You're adorable.
Never pushed anyone towards.
There's a logical limit to which they will push their cows.
Suicide, nor have we tried to.
Nor have we tried. You guys. Oh my god.
Never our intent. Why would we kill a perfectly good lulz cow? If we were to knock them off the internet or out of real life, what benefit would that provide us? You know, how are we going to get any lulz out of someone who's 6 feet underground? You know, last I looked, dead people don't come on the internet.
They don't.
Stay-at-home mom and professional blogger Gina Crossley-Corcoran faces a politically motivated faction among her trolls. They disagree with her opinions on home birth, breastfeeding, and the healthcare system, and they want to drive her blog off the internet altogether.
I have a large reach, but I don't feel like it somehow makes me better than anybody or makes me some sort of powerful figure, but they see it as very powerful, and that's why they want to shut it down.
A few years ago, a coordinated trolling campaign drove away all of Gina's sponsors.
There were a couple of brands that hung on, but ultimately they were like, listen, these people are flooding our Facebook page with negative comments and hateful comments and talking about our families now, and we just can't do it. So suddenly, almost overnight, I had no income base, but I had what had become an expensive blog to run.
Gina took a chance and put up a paywall. Fortunately, it turned out that most of her audience was willing to pay to be part of the feminist breeder community. But the frustrated trolls have since stooped to new lows.
One of them called the police and told them that I was committing suicide. So the police showed up at my house at like 3 a.m, woke me up out of bed, and said, "We got an anonymous tip that you are suicidal, and we have to put you under a 72-hour psych hold." So I was being thrown in the back of an ambulance, crying, upset, afraid my children were going to wake up and see mommy being taken away. Luckily, I was able to talk to the EMT, and I explained to him, listen, this person you're saying from Twitter, this person doesn't know me. Please don't take me anywhere. I have kids to wake up to in the morning. And luckily, he sort of saw the situation for what it was, and he, let me out of the ambulance and said, "Okay, go back to bed." So I found out from the police that anyone can make a call and say that they're worried about you committing suicide, or they're worried about your children's welfare, and anyone can make an anonymous tip. They don't have to leave their name. So there's really nothing legally speaking that I can do about that. My trolls realized that was a good way to use my own local police to harass me and get me out of bed at 3 a.m. In the course of a year, it happened 3 times. So I went to the police and I said, this has to be illegal. And, the local police's response was basically, well, if you don't like it, get off the internet.
Call us when you see blood.
When the police cannot or will not help,
Call
there
us when
is
your
another
dog's
place
like,
that trolling victims can turn.
Nice to meet you. Please come have a seat. The victims I deal with
Oh
come
my
to us
God.
very
Oh my
frustrated.
God.
They're
Debbie,
frustrated
stop.
with the situation
Okay,
because
the first
they feel
part,
helpless.
this troll hunter bit.
Roman Horick is lead
Oh,
forensic
Debbie,
investigator
stop,
at Info.
stop, please.
All
Please,
right.
Debbie.
What?
All right, this troll hunter bit is the absolute worst. It's
I
so
know. Who the fuck would hire this? I've been trolled. I need you to find this person. I mean, this is great. He opens up a business. Just listen.
Oh no, it's so bad, Debbie. I mean, he has this little screen.
We do things that the police and the FBI can't do.
Yeah, and then he opens up the screen and he's like, "Oh, I found their IP address."
I know. What? Listen,
Transic,
then there's
an
this
international
matrix
cybersecurity firm. He tracks down the trolls that law enforcement won't
He tracks
or
them
can't
down.
find.
The reasons why the police won't engage the case is because they won't believe there's enough of a serious threat, or they won't.
I thought he sounded a little bit like. Never mind. I'm not gonna say.
It's like we tracked them down, and he's like, "Oh well, we found their IP address.
We charge them. Huge amounts.
Shows this matrix screen.
Yes, we charge huge amounts of money to people who are being trolled and tell them that we'll find the person's IP.
He's a piece of shit. I'm like, dude, fucking, oh my God, how much money I could...
For $5,000, we will give you the IP address of your troll. Good luck after that, finding them. What the fuck? Give me a break.
The person themselves won't have enough evidence.
I've been getting a lot of people threatening me online, and it's scary. I'm not really sure what to do with this.
What sites mainly are they threats coming through on?
Mostly Twitter, but there's a couple on...
Because we'll just call Twitter and get their IP address and charge you $5,000. Look at the tweet she has copies of.
I gotta compliment him. I mean, this is bobble.
Yeah, he's definitely capitalizing.
On Facebook.
Okay. One of the big questions is understanding the motive of the troll. There's some trolls out there just scrolling the internet looking for someone random to, harass. However, the vast majority of trolls that we deal with are someone who they know. They would have had a relationship somehow with the offender.
He's probably a troll himself. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, that's why me and Derek are like, fucking, we need to hook up with this guy.
He sounds like Derek. When I first thought, I thought, tell me this isn't fucking Derek. Tell me this isn't fucking
We're
Derek.
actually trying to hook up with these people to make money. Like that's what they don't get. It's like we're actually making money from this.
Exactly.
I get it. Like we're actually making money.
One's fishing them in and one's putting them back in the lake. No, that'd be great. Like catch and release.
Well, pretty much, because like that's what Derek and me figured.
Derek could start an internet anti-troll company or something like that.
Well, that's what we were saying earlier. Is like, well, fucking. Basically, what we could do is
that Derek? Is that Derek on the screen? It sounds like Derek.
It could be. It could be.
Listen to his voice. Listen.
Yeah, it could be very sympathetic.
Okay. One of the big questions is understanding the motive of.
Oh yeah.
It could be Derek.
Well, but what we're saying is like, well, he could be very sympathetic, and then we could split the profits.
I'm here to help you find your internet troll. I have my ways of finding.
Yeah, and then we could act very ashamed and do videos and stuff.
We've located you.
We could make tens of thousands of dollars in a few months.
We've located your troll.
Make a lot of profits.
We've isolated his IP address to Texas, somewhere in the northeastern region.
Yeah, you could make a lot of money.
No shit. You probably could. Yeah. I'm not being funny.
The troll.
No.
There's some trolls out there just scrolling the internet looking for someone random to, harass. However, the vast majority of trolls that we deal with are someone who they know. They would have had a relationship somehow with the offender.
Indeed, in the course of their investigations, Roman and his team have discovered that it is people we know, family and friends and workmates, who are most often behind the heinous attacks we can face. But Roman's team has also uncovered a new, more dangerous type of player in the trolling game. Professional trolls. Those who can be hired to settle a score.
Enter Strope. I was hired, I was hired by Jimmy Taylor to troll Bill Wagner. That was
what's funny is like the professional troll on the screen there is the actual documentary director.
It is? Oh, he's
the guy sitting on the park bench. That's the director.
Oh, cool! I didn't know that.
And attack others for money.
Online trolls for hire. The service is available online, almost like a hitman. Some of the guys are very professional. They even create their own malware targeted to that victim, so they write their own code. These guys know what they're doing. These trolls for hire could be pretty much anywhere in the world. Romania or Ukraine, Russia, lots from there. Trying to track them down often becomes an international operation.
Because when you go behind a proxy, it'll usually locate you somewhere in the Ukraine.
To coordinate between different law enforcements in different countries.
But, thankfully, the vast majority of trolls are outright amateurs who don't really know how to cover their tracks.
Their little catchphrase is introsec. Your knowledge-based powerhouse.
Don't know how to cover up their tracks.
Fuck.
About 85%
their
of
IP address.
Trolling and harassing people online are not tech savvy. Most offenders are leaving a vast amount of digital evidence every day. Every second, every minute right now. Pretty much everything we do online is potentially archived.
Many trolls operate with a false sense of security about their anonymity and of the potential consequences they face if exposed.
See if they're in the UK.
Yeah, well, she just got through saying, the cop said, call me when you see blood. I mean, what the fuck?
Pretty much. Like, why does it matter?
Hope your friend's not listening to this because we're tearing it apart.
Well, why does it matter?
Yeah.
In England,
it doesn't
the
really.
law has taken a hard stance, and a line has been drawn in the digital...
Now, this girl, I think she got fucked. Just saying.
Which one?
The one coming up. The little fat girl in England.
The feminist breeder. Now she's
no. The little fat girl over in Britain. The little fat girl with the short hair. The little.
The one in the UK.
Yeah, the one who went to fucking prison. She went to prison.
Yeah, she did get fucked. That's a different story. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I sent some tweets in 2014 and ended up getting a 12-week prison sentence for those tweets.
BWC for life.
She feels guilty over it, too.
I know, it's horrible. I hope she's okay. Listen to this story, people.
It wasn't her habit to abuse people online, but today Isabella Sorley is known as one of England's most notorious trolls. So, what was Isabella's online offense? In 2013, feminist activist Carolyn Criado Perez was campaigning to have a woman's face appear on the next printing of the English £10 note. The public reaction was largely positive, but she was also deluged by a torrent of abusive, irrational, and threatening messages on Twitter. Isabella joined that mob.
That particular night, I was incredibly drunk, and I decided to go home and just send tweets. It wasn't about the campaign. I don't overly care what's on a British banknote. I know she was campaigning to have a woman, and the Queen's on the banknote anyway, so I did really not care at all what she was campaigning about. Even now, I don't even know why I sent them. I would love to know why, and I'd love to give a clear answer. But the real thing is that I was drunk, and I've just jumped on the bandwagon and followed a lot of other people.
The trolls were not debating. They were spewing hate and attacking Criado Perez personally for her feminist agenda. Isabella added 6 threatening tweets of her own. She threatened rape and worse.
I woke up in the morning, obviously worse for wear, realised what I'd done. I was physically sick. I don't know if it was down to the tweets or just the hangover. Absolutely vile. What I tweeted was disgusting, so to think that I actually typed that out, I felt disgusted in myself that I'd sent those specific words to another person.
Filled with remorse the night after spewing her online hate, Isabella took to the internet.
Yeah, she goes on there and she even fucking issues a public apology to these bitches. Now,
that ain't enough.
Watch what happens. That ain't enough. Watch what happens.
Oh, that
ain't enough.
Much of these people.
And say sorry.
I apologised to her.
Oh, sorry.
Look, it is an empty threat. Do not worry.
Yeah, she says, I'm sorry what I said. It was an empty threat. I would never follow through on what I... Sorry, the butt hurtness has already set in.
Yeah, sorry. That ain't enough.
I'm sorry. I don't know if it reassured her at all, but kind of it would made me feel a little bit better that, yeah, she's...
You know, I never realized how vicious feminists are. Fuck.
Oh, she like, this isn't even in anything. Like, this chick you're looking at, she's not even a troll.
No, I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the people that she was fucking feminist.
Vicious.
No,
vicious. No, I understand. But this lady you're looking at, she's not even a troll. She's not in anything.
She was just having some fun.
She's not even a troll. She's just a shit poster.
Her life was put at risk. Put it in a
ruined.
Yeah.
Ruined.
Well, not only that, she could have been killed in this prison.
Yeah. Her life is ruined and is eternally affected as a result of this.
And she said, I didn't even know what I said. Yeah, that's what she said. She signed off and thought, I don't give a fuck. I was just having fun. And she said, I just joined in with the group. But
Which
anyway.
is what I do every single day. I shit posts.
But getting back to feminist, Goose, what is it that makes a feminist so vicious?
Oh, I assume it's because they
don't have a
feel
dick.
They can get away with whatever, which is fine. I mean, that's fine. That's great. If they feel like they can get away with whatever they think they can say, good, great. I mean, I'm talking to JP right now. JP just asked me, okay, well, what happened yesterday was the greatest pain I've had in a while since I had dry socket. And I'm about to tell him, dry socket. Wait, what was dry socket? Oh, yeah, well, dry socket fucking...
It's when you have your molar, your...
wisdom teeth.
Yeah.
I had my wisdom teeth taken out.
Oh, you're typing to him, okay.
When I was in the Air Force and I smoked like a faggot.
Goose, look at your screen. Look at your screen. Look at your screen.
What's my screen?
Look at your screen on Skype.
I don't know what that means.
All right. Apocalypse, send Goose the link.
I don't know what that means, Debbie.
Just wait just a second. Just wait till you see this. Apocalypse just tweeted my show, and Bill Wagner responds with, "Debbie, kill yourself, please. The only reason people listen to that. Listen. The only reason people listen to that cunt is because no one else is on Spreaker. Fuck that cunt."
Well, pretty much, Debbie. I mean, come on.
Oh, Bill Wagner speaks the truth, people. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, yeah, but who else would they be listening to, Debbie?
I don't give a fuck.
I'm just saying. I mean, who else would they be listening to? Debbie or nobody? I mean, come on.
This is true. Oh, excuse me. Okay, here we go. Thanks for the link, Apocalypse.
Come on. I mean, just be like, eat famous. I mean, you're gonna be like,
hey,
eat
there's
famous.
a lot of people on Spreaker that have accounts that could go live right now, and they still wouldn't beat this show. So
Yeah, they
fuck
wouldn't fucking be a part of it. Yeah, fuck
chuck you,
Bill.
Farley, motherfuckers.
Bill, you're a piece of shit. Bill, you don't have the E.
Y'all look at the avatar. Refresh the page and look at the avatar, and that's the racism.
I don't know what's going on right now. But
go to the
Debbie,
Spreaker chat.
All I can say is Debbie, of all people, has the only shit going on right now that's like exclusive. Like nobody knows what's going on except Debbie. Bill doesn't know what's going on. Right, Debbie?
Oh, Bill is fucking clueless.
Oh, yeah! Well, I hope he's fucking clueless.
Yeah.
But Bill's gonna know. Bill's gonna know what's going on eventually.
He's gonna shit when he sees this.
Oh, man, he's gonna fucking shit a brick.
Yes,
but
he is.
That's why, I want Debbie to help us, help guide us to this conclusion, because there is a conclusion here, and Bill will hear it, and then I'll get madder. So, Debbie, why don't you guide us to the conclusion eventually?
Getting all these other rape and death threats, at least mine is an empty threat, doesn't have to worry about me following through with what I said.
But rape and death threats.
Well, let me say this. I don't know if you even know this or not, but the basis of any good television series, sitcom, is called, it goes in three parts, the beginning, the middle, and the end. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but you were strictly on the 50-yard line. You were in the beginning.
Well, Debbie, I think you should. Okay, let's make this clear. There was a very beginning. There was a beginning. There was a middle and an end. Right? There's certain people that didn't come in on any of those parts. So I think you are obliged to sort of narrate that, right?
And I will do that very honorably. Thank you.
Good, great. So you should let people know that Goose just didn't pop in the middle of this.
No.
So let's reintroduce people to this interview, if you will.
What we're listening to is a documentary that is yet to be released. You're getting a sneak preview of this thing, and it stars none other than our beloved Wild Goose. It is a documentary regarding internet trolling, and it is based largely upon the online escapades of Goose and his dealings in the Bill Wagner crew. Now, the reason why this is true is because in the beginning, Goose is spotlighted. In the middle, Goose is spotlighted. And in the end, and I learned a long time ago that with things like I Love Lucy, now stay with me, there's a beginning where the tone is set, the middle where it is all fucked up, and then the end where it always comes to full circle. And Goose is spotlighted in the beginning, the middle, and the end of this documentary. So even if this guy that did this wasn't consciously aware of what he was doing, subconsciously he did this by putting you in the beginning, the middle, and the end. Goose closes it, and it's amazing. But the ending is going to shock you. Let's don't tell him about the ending. Goose.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody over there.
Hold on. What I was trying to say is Goose is the alpha
and the omega.
And the omega.
Goddamn right.
Are taken very seriously.
The beginning, the middle, and the
4
end.
months later, Isabella was arrested, along with another troll. Her trial was widely publicized, and she faced the scorn of a nation.
I got a 12-week prison sentence in Holloway prison. It's hard. It was really hard because obviously, like, how high profile it was, I couldn't hide away. I had all the prisoners asking why I did it. I had all like the prison guards asking why I did it. I was getting a lot of abuse from everywhere. I was being made out to be a woman here, and then obviously I'm in a women's prison, so I was like, oh dear. Now you got my head kicked in because of what someone had saw, what I'd tweeted on the news. I saw myself on Crime Watch in the prison cell, so that was hard.
Oh yeah,
After
real
her
hard.
time in jail, Isabella was ordered to do community service and also pay money to Caroline Criado Perez personally for her online attacks.
Attack my
In
penis.
England, Isabella Sorley's case was a precedent-setting one. A very clear message had been sent by the Crown, but not everyone agrees with the government's stance.
I think trolling is a free speech issue. I think what we have is a situation where people are being prevented from saying certain things, often quite shocking things and not very socially useful things. You know, it's often just insults or abuse. But in my mind, that falls under the category of freedom of speech. And if you aren't free to hate someone, then you're not free.
Brendan O'Neill is editor of the online current affairs magazine, Spiked. He's no stranger to controversy or trolling.
Well, I've been attacked as an individual all the time. I get abuse, I'm defamed, I'm libeled. If I search for myself online, there's all sorts of abuse. And sometimes it becomes physical. I've had an envelope of human shit sent to this office. So, you know, you get abuse all the time. If you put yourself out there, if you express an opinion, if you say what you think, you will get abuse. But in my mind, that's the price you pay for living in a free society in which everyone is allowed to express.
I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with the film that debuted on HBO. It's an HBO film. It was called Iron-Jawed Angels. It was the suffragettes movement in the United Kingdom and subsequently in the United States, of course, to get the bill passed. They went to Holloway Prison. It's where she was force-fed. The suffragette that was known, that the documentary was about, the one that actually...
Not a good place. It's not a good place.
No, it's very scary. There's gallows there where they hang people. It's in this.
Oh, well, I don't know about all that.
No, it's true. I know all about it.
Well, that's not legit in modern times.
No, they're still there. The hollows are still there.
Well, I'm sure they're still there, but they don't do that.
I know that.
Yeah, but it's still not a pleasant place to be.
No, it's very scary. And this little girl was sent there. Can you fucking imagine?
Well, of course not. No, it's not. And I don't want anybody who is just expressing themselves online to go through that anymore. That's why we put this documentary together. So that people can understand how serious this is when they throw people behind bars for talking shit about people on the internet. You know, like me talking shit about Debbie Daly. You know, it's like, oh, well, Wild Goose is talking shit about Debbie Daly. You know, like nobody cares, right, Debbie?
Right.
Nobody cares. But then you see this chick like throw behind bars and then like basically raped. Right?
If I met that chick, I would give her a hug.
Well, she's basically raped.
Man,
she's basically fucked up, and like she got her head almost kicked in.
I know. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen the documentary.
But there's other people that like there's other extreme conditions that went on. That could have been more extreme. I think Greg Elliott's case could have been more extreme. I'm glad that it wasn't. I think that was a victory in our case, but at the same time, it was a huge loss because it really wasn't a victory. It was just like he got away with. Oh wow, no,
pointing out the truth.
Well, he got away with it. That's all it was. That Greg Elliott got away. He got away with it, and.
You know something, Stabby? If you think you know me as well as you think you know me, why don't you ask the one angry Jew if you know me as well as you think you know me, Stabby? Because, darling, you don't.
Well, Stabby's fine. But I'm just saying that.
No, Stabby's not fine. Stabby's bad. No, I'm joking.
Well, Stabby's real bad because he's a juggalo. But what I'm saying is that that there's a lot of bad things going on in this world that perhaps documentaries and all this other shit can't really describe perfectly. And I think this documentary can't even describe it perfectly. Hopefully, it'll change some minds once it's aired. Which, by the way, it hasn't ever been aired yet.
We should do our own documentary.
It hasn't ever been aired yet. So, like, you're talking about this thing now. It hasn't been aired yet. So, you're really, like, the exclusive thing about this documentary. So, feel glad. Feel glad you're the exclusive, right? You're the exclusive documentarian. So... these people don't understand what it is to be locked behind bars for expressing their free speech, which is a terrible thing.
This is a treat, people. Act accordingly. All right, you fucktards. All right, here we go.
Express their opinion.
Today, opinions are everywhere. But increasingly, tolerance of opposing views is not. It seems anyone can be attacked for saying anything remotely offensive. And the line between internet trolling and what is called public shaming is blurring.
I guess in my definition, net trolls are like a kind of extreme, outrageous minority who will use kind of extreme language. With a public shaming, it's like nice people like us. We tear somebody apart because we're trying to be good, kind.
I got to admit, the funniest tweet that you did all year, Goose, was, I think it was this year, was when you tweeted about geese being shamed, and they had those Halloween. No, it was last year. Those Halloween costumes.
Oh well, I tweeted some shit about that today, about how the Canadians actually slaughtered a bunch of geese in the Canadian wilderness because of the Hudson incident.
I got to show y'all the funniest thing.
It's like Auschwitz. It's like Auschwitz. That actually happened. Actually, the Goose Holocaust is actually a real thing compared to the Holocaust.
The funniest thing.
You might laugh, but the Canadians have killed way more geese than the Nazis have killed.
Now, the funniest thing that Goose ever did to me is one time he sent me.
It's not funny. It's a real thing.
I know, it's very sad. But he sent this. He sent a link to this video to me, and it literally made me crack up laughing when he sent it. And it's the links in the Spreaker chat forever. And if you're listening to this 20 years from now, the link to this infamous video that you sent me one time. And it was just all those geese running down the street. I lost my fucking shit.
It's the March of the Geese.
I was losing my shit laughing. Oh my God. It was great because
Stabby's mad because that's an Olinko geese or something. He's like peeing. Like really mad in the chat room.
He just wants everybody to think that he knows me better than anybody else. You know.
That's fine.
Here we go. Look at this one, Goose. I haven't showed you this. It's in the Spreaker chat. I was thinking, what a fun documentary that would be to dub in some different voices in there and say, yes, hi, I'm Debbie Daly, and this is my friend Goose. Just wait till you get... It's a blonde girl that's got a pet. Look at the goose coming up the stairs.
It's upstairs to the kitchen.
Valentino, it has a big appetite.
This is me, Debbie, and this is my friend Goose.
Goose always gives deep kisses while he fucks you in the ass.
He trolls me all the time.
No, Stabby actually says.
Look at the goose. I wish you could see this video.
I'm not even kidding. Like Stabby says, Goose always gives deep kisses while he fucks you in the ass.
No, you're the mean one, Stabby. Goose is like honest. Stabby.
Yeah, no, I want to know what he means by that.
Stabby is passive aggressive with me, and I can't
What
stand.
does he mean by that? Because that's like really brutal.
But I'm saying,
you always fucks you in the ass. Well, I mean, I would have done that. You know what I mean?
their faces of babies and her whole personality. Just, you need to simmer down, Stabby. You're just reading too much into what Debbie says.
Oh,
darling.
I gave Stabby. I gave him the documentary like a couple of days ago. I was like, hey, you want to watch this, man? Like, I want you to watch this. I want you to like have fun. I didn't say anything about fucking Stabby in the ass. Like, I like him. I like him. Now he's like wanting to fuck me. Like, I want to be on this call right now. And I was like, you know the saying, if you're gonna fuck me in the ass, you should at least kiss me. We'll bring him on. Can you bring him on, Debbie?
He won't answer.
Well, bring him on. Try to bring him on.
I'll try to bring him on.
I've never been opposed to bringing him on.
Have you ever spoke to Stabby before?
I may or may not have. But I've never been opposed to. Go ahead and bring him on. I don't care.
I'm trying to. Stabby, pick up.
I like him.
Pick up
I've
Stabby.
always liked talking to him. In text or whatever. Like, I like talking.
He might pick up. He does sometimes. Pick up Stabby. Pick up.
I don't care. Like, I like him.
Stabby, pick up, sweetie.
I talk to JP. JP's been, like, hostile to me. No, I talk to JP just fine. Like, JP's like...
Wait, he's thinking about it. Hold on. Wait. He's thinking about it. He hasn't disconnected it. Come on, Stabby, pick up for me. It's July 4th. I've had a hard week.
Everybody's had a hard week, Stabby. Like, it's fucking July 4th. Come on. Like, let's
Goose
celebrate
lost his fucking job, man. Come on. I'm going to
die.
die.
Fucking, I've had a rough week. I've basically broken my back.
I'm going to die on Tuesday.
Toxic spider earlier this month. I've had all kinds of bad shit happen to me.
I'm going to die on Tuesday,
I got hit
Stabby.
by a fucking car, by the way.
What? You really did?
Well, you didn't hear about that part, but yeah, I got hit by a
Stabby, pick up, sweetie. Please pick up and say
No,
bye.
I have no problem with
I'm going to die on Tuesday.
I ain't going to say I'm going to fucking die. That's kind of stupid.
Well, you never
No,
know.
I'd love to talk to Stabby. I think he's a cool guy.
Come on, Stab.
I like him.
Pick up, sweetie.
I have no problem with Stabby McCullough. In fact, I'd love to talk to him.
He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
I would thoroughly enjoy talking to Stabby McHugs.
He may be trying to get his headset because he hasn't disconnected the call yet.
Okay, that's fine. In fact, I gotta go take care of the business, and I'll come back in a second.
All right. Stabby, come on, sweetie. Pick up just for a second. Just pick up for 10 seconds. We'll try one more time. Stabby, pick up. Just pick up and say hi. You do shows sometimes. You have a beautiful voice. You have a sexy as fuck voice. You got the voice of the internet. Between you and...
What do you want?
Hey, Stabby. Goose wants to say hi to you. He went to go TT. What's going on?
Nothing.
Between you and the news guy, your voices make me quiver.
Watching Saturday Night Live and
Who's on it?
Listening to your show. It's a rerun.
I can't believe you answered. Just stay on until Goose comes back because he wanted to say hi to you. Oh, come on. Be nice. What if I die Tuesday?
You're not going to die Tuesday. I thought you were just doing tests on Tuesday.
No, my doctor's going to decide if I have to have my operation, and if so, I have to go. I have to go have it. Goose, are you back, sweetie? He TT'd.
What time do you go in?
I have to be there at 9:30.
So you have your medical packet?
Yep, he's already got everything. He himself is going to do a sonogram. My doctor himself.
You eat or drink?
Nope, he said I can't after midnight. I've never had surgery before.
Sometimes they give you a packet of like stuff to use after showering and stuff like that. I guess they didn't have to do that.
Nope, he didn't give me that stuff. Mm-mm. I'm worried to death. I've never had general anesthesia.
You will. It's fine. You will go, and the doctor and anesthesiologist will hold your hand, and he'll talk to you, and he'll ask you a few questions.
But you know how some people have a fear of flying? I honestly, Debbie, have a fear of hospitals, and I'm not being funny either. I honestly do. When I walk in, you can feel my heart start beating, and I don't even try to do it.
Most people don't like them anyway. So, I mean, and then if you hear a bunch of bad stuff and you believe it and you don't have any experience with it, then, it can really make your anxiety go through the roof.
Yeah,
so,
I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But hey, Goose, here's Stabby.
What up, Goose?
Yeah. I mean, most people have anxiety about Goose coming on the call and stuff.
Oh, not you, the hospitals, you idiot. You should be honored that Stabby picked up. He never does this.
Oh, no, I know. I knew he'd pick up eventually.
Well, I did it because Jimmy was insulting me, and I felt like a little beta bitch.
Right. Oh, right. No, I knew you'd pick up.
Is Jimmy a cyberbully?
I knew your
Jimmy's
bitch ass would pick
yeah.
up.
I'm getting triggered.
Stabby is here because he wanted to say hi, and he picked up because I begged him to pick up.
If I really wanted Stabby to pick up, I make Stabby pick up, and he picked up tonight, and I'm very glad.
That is proof
Make no
of
mistake. I am very glad that Stabby has picked up. Stabby is a long-held.
Jimmy Lethal wants on the call, and I'm not going to answer your call. You're too drunk, Jimmy.
Debbie, Stabby is a long-held pseudo friend of the Bill Wagner.
He loves the Bill Wagner crew. Stabby just stays in the background. He just loves everybody.
He's kind of nervous about the whole Juggalo thing, which I was never really a part of, to be honest. I was never a part of the Juggalo. That was Strope's thing. Strope was the Juggalo Holocaust. I understand it.
No, he had the Drop the Hatchet campaign. Jimmy,
Yeah,
I'm not taking your call, Jimmy. You're too drunk, Jimmy. You're too drunk.
If people hate it, then there's no reason to.
Tell Jimmy to come out a little later because I'll talk to Jimmy. But Stabby and us, I have no problem with Stabby.
I'm usually there in the background somewhere, just kind of watching.
Yeah, but he's never been all fucking Juggalos, this, that. He's never been all hardcore dogmatic about it.
But see, Goose, there's a difference between being a juggalo and liking the music of the ICP. I love...
That's whatever it is, but, Stabby's never been, dogmatic about it. He's just kind of I like this.
They have no problem with you. They have no problem with Stabby. He's told me before.
No.
No.
Strope is very, like I said, Strope is very dogmatic. He's the extremist. You gotta die, dude. If Strope comes on and he finds out that we're talking, that'll be not good. That'll be a not good thing. But chances are he's not.
My old Twitter page will come back to life.
Yeah, he'll find out. Just not be a good thing. But chances are, I just don't really care. But you don't go on and on and on about juggalos and shit. So
he doesn't paint his face or anything like that. I mean, come on.
I just don't care. I don't really care. As long as you don't care, I really don't care. If you were go on and say, "Oh, BWC should fucking die" and shit like that, then I'd fucking care, and then I'd fucking dox you and kill your family and shit, and then find your sister's dogs. Yeah, I'd eat your dog. Yeah, I'd fuck up all kinds of shit. Yeah, I just don't care. We're just not that fucked up about it. But these people on Spreaker, the guy that's calling you right now, Debbie, that guy is totally worth fucking up. And you should totally bring him on the call. I'd love to speak to him, Debbie.
No, not right now. He's too drunk. He called me earlier and he could barely
talk.
I
don't think so, Debbie.
Oh, yes.
I think me and Stabby are on very good terms. We've always been on good. Right. I've never had a problem with that.
I know that.
but I think the guy that you have on the other line, I think we're on very good terms too. And you should bring him on.
He's too drunk.
He's too drunk. I don't think so.
I go and you bring on Jimmy to talk with Goose. That should be good.
Oh yeah.
And I can get out of my bathroom. So I can't hear this.
I think he'd be very inclined to
We
talk.
haven't even finished the documentary, Goose.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead and play the documentary, and then bring bring that guy on.
Stabby, I'm so glad you picked up. I love you to death. You know that.
Me too.
No, I don't.
I'm
Yes, you do.
Always pleased. I'm always pleased to talk to Stabby.
I love Stabby.
Talk throughout history. I'm glad to speak to Stabby. Just don't kill yourself like Kevin, because that was kind of.
There's no chance of that happening.
Yeah, just don't be a bitch. Because he's like, oh well, the BWC was right. I should shoot myself in the face. I mean, you don't got
that was totally.
Yeah, that was a little extreme. But I mean, he kind of had to come. Yeah, he's kind of a bitch. But I know you're not. I know you're not that kind of a bitch. Like, don't do that.
Your Jedi mind tricks don't work on me.
Yeah, that's stupid. Don't do that.
So Debbie, you will go in and they will hold your hand. And the guy will tell you to count backwards, and by the time you hit 4.
By the time I hit what? Hello?
The time you hit Kevin Kierstead.
I think Stabby dropped. Stabby, are you there? Oh, shit, he dropped.
Stabby says something about clicking the Kevin Kierstead button.
Well, he didn't have a very good connection, I don't think.
Yeah, me neither. Let's play the rest of the documentary, Debbie.
All right, here comes the rest of the documentary, and then we're going to ring in Jimmy so that Goose can say hi to Jimmy. Here we go.
Oh, I'd love to say hi to him.
All right, here we go.
And empathetic people. And we're the ones who really do the damage, because being torn apart by tens of thousands of lovely people like us for a joke that lands badly on Twitter, that is profoundly and horrendously traumatizing.
Best-selling Welsh author John Ronson thinks the social media pylons and the public humiliation that many of us take part in daily is out of control.
Take somebody like Justine Sacco, who just before getting on a plane to Cape Town wrote, "Going to Africa, hope I don't get AIDS, just kidding, I'm white." And she chuckled to herself and pressed send and got no replies. Got on the plane, turned off her phone, fell asleep. Probably the last decent sleep she had in a year.
Justine had only 170 Twitter followers when she posted her now infamous joke. But as she slept on that flight, the internet exploded. When she woke up and turned her phone back on, she discovered that she had lost her job and was now despised by a global audience, with millions of people attacking her online.
Justine's tweet overwhelmed your timeline. Yeah, everybody. Me too. I was in London lying in bed. And I thought what everybody else thought, which was, wow, somebody's fucked. So sat up in bed. Then I thought, I'm not certain that was intended to be a racist tweet.
John Ronson was so unnerved by the public response to Justine Sacco's tweet that he went to see her.
When I met Justine a couple of weeks later, just crushed and broken and mangled up, I asked her to explain the joke, and she said living in America puts us in a bit of a bubble when it comes to what's going on in the third world. I was making fun of the bubble. And then came the trolls. I'm actually kind of hoping Justine Sacco gets AIDS, lol. Somebody else that night wrote, somebody HIV positive should rape this bitch, and then we'll find out if her skin colour protects her from AIDS. And you know what? Nobody went after that person that night. We were also thrilled to go after Justine. We were so happy to be destroying Justine. We didn't have enough space in our brains to destroy somebody who was inappropriately destroying Justine. So that person got a free ride. With a public shaming, you are being told by hundreds of thousands of lovely people that you are worthless. And the people who I met who were really crushed, traumatized, depressed. A smattering of trolls may have said, we're going to rape you and kill you. But what really killed those people was our righteousness.
The line between bad behavior and trolling is blurring. And as Britain's most notorious troll, Isabella Sorley, has found out, the consequences are profound. She spent 12 weeks in jail for sending 6 threatening tweets after a night of binge drinking.
20 minutes is still defining my life, which again I struggle to cope with that because it was such a short period of time, and I'm always going to have that stigma attached that I'm the Twitter girl.
She's sorry for what she did, but she's not sure the punishment fit the crime.
I think obviously what I sent, if you'd said it face to face, you're going to get in problem. I don't think I would have got prison. I was definitely made an example of because of how high profile it was.
Isabella would like to apologize to her victim face-to-face one day, but a lifetime restraining order means that likely won't happen. Today, she works with youth to educate them about the dangers of alcohol abuse, which she believes ignited her trolling behavior. But for now, and likely forever, Isabella will have to live with the very public and criminal consequences of her online actions. Free speech advocate and journalist Brendan O'Neill doesn't mince words. He thinks Britain is creeping closer to a 1984 George Orwell police state when it comes to what can or cannot be said in society. He sees trolls as a scapegoated minority, pawns in a game where much more is at stake.
We present the trolls as powerful and the trolled as these kind of victims. I think it's the other way around. I think troll hunters, usually the media people who present themselves as these brave warriors against offensiveness on the internet, they are the greatest threat to the internet. They are the ones undermining the freedom of the internet, the accessibility of information, the right of people to express themselves. And it's the trolls, the sad man or woman stuck in their bedroom talking rubbish on the internet, they are the victims.
As governments legislate to deal with trolling, there may be unintended consequences for everyone who communicates online.
And my concern with the way in which trolling is discussed today is that everything gets conflated. So you have a situation where trolling can be everything from someone issuing a death threat, which is obviously a serious thing to do, to someone writing an article saying, I don't think climate change is the biggest problem facing humanity. Everything gets lumped together as trolling, and if you believe in freedom of speech, as I do, you should be outraged by the arrest, not to mention the imprisonment, of someone simply for expressing an idea.
6,000 kilometers away in Toronto, Canada, after 3 years of being forced off the internet, having his artwork vandalized, and wondering if he would go to jail for the tweets he sent. The verdict in Gregory Allen Elliott's case is finally handed down. He is innocent of all charges. The judge says his tweets contained nothing of a violent or sexual nature, and there was no indication that he intended to hurt his accusers.
I was not doing anything wrong, and I was, protecting myself and my freedom of speech, and I wasn't going to be bullied or intimidated by people that were trying to protect the world from bullies and intimidators, for lack of a better word,
Gregory has his freedom, but he's paid a heavy toll for the speech his opponents considered trolling.
The emotional toll is brutal. It's brutal, and the monetary, the money and stuff. I lost my job of 17 years. I had to cash out my pension. Absolutely destroyed me financially.
Gregory's reputation has also been damaged. Even his most abrasive tweets pale beside the trolling he received at the hands of the Twitter mob.
Even though he was in the right, there is a permanent record that's going to follow him on the internet of Mr. Elliott being labeled as a men's rights activist, a misogynist, and a pedophile. And I guarantee you one thing, nobody who accused him of being those three things is going to apologize
Gregory's detractors say that misogyny won, and the most vicious anti-feminist trolls see his acquittal as a victory. Tragically, this case has done nothing to make discourse on the internet any better. Meanwhile, back in Chicago, blogger Gina Crossley-Corcoran is tired. Despite the validation she gets from her feminist breeder community, the trolls are wearing her down. Constant snarky comments, cruel pranks, threats against her family, and late-night police intrusions. She's learned to manage it, but it's exhausting.
I wish that people would use the internet more as a buffet. Just take what you want and leave the rest, as opposed to feeling like anything that doesn't apply to them or anything that they're bothered by is a reason to go on the offensive. You know, when I go to the buffet, I like the chicken and I like the mac and cheese, but I'm not insulted by the other things that are there that might be useful for other people and other people might find palatable. I'm just like, yeah, those aren't for me, and I walk away. I don't like go up to the manager and scream, how dare you have this available at your buffet? It doesn't personally meet my needs, but I feel like a lot of people on the internet, that's exactly the way that they react.
Will this new psychological phenomenon of trolling ever end? The answer is likely no. Instead, we need to gain the tools to recognize how to fight trolling and recognize how not to become trolls ourselves. Perhaps ironically, notorious troll Wild Goose advocates for anonymity and cautions that our real physical lives should be kept off the internet altogether.
People need to disassociate themselves from their internet persona. I think it's dangerous to sort of plug your personality into the internet. You're leaving yourself open to a lot of dangerous actors, more dangerous people than the Bill Wagner crew.
I'm gay.
Privacy is just as big of an issue as freedom of speech. They go hand in hand.
You know what goes else? You know what else is hand in hand?
Physical
My
lives
penis.
as distinct from our online activity. But that separation is rapidly breaking down. The biggest challenge we face as we adapt to this change is maintaining our freedoms in the digital space.
Like
Freedom
maintaining my
may
penis.
be the most difficult to transition.
For the first time in human history, the masses can express their opinions in a published forum. I think that's a wonderful thing, and my concern with troll hunting is that it's undermining that democratic breakthrough.
Undermining my
Physical threats
penis.
should never be tolerated. But we may need to ensure that others have the right to disagree with us, insult us, even hate us online.
Even post
If we are
pictures of my
serious about freedom of
penis.
speech, then we have to allow people to say hateful, obnoxious, racist, sexist things. Freedom of speech covers
Post
all
pictures
forms
of my
speech.
penis. Boom, 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 boom. The fucking Jimmy Osborne or whatever. Jimmy Doolittle. What's that movie with Matt Damon? He's a secret agent.
I don't know. Is it new?
It's like relatively new, like within the past fucking
Decade?
10 years. Yeah, come on. It's like a big movie. Matt Damon. Like a secret agent.
I have no idea. Matt Damon is a secret agent?
Yes! It's huge. Fucking Matt Damon.
All right, I'll look it up. Just keep your tits on.
Jewish producer would know exactly what you're talking about. Just bring him in right now. He'll know what I'm talking about.
Matt Damon movies. All right, let's see.
Secret agent. He'll know what I'm talking about.
Born Identity?
Yes.
See,
It's
look
like
at
that.
me.
It's
I knew
that.
that. I knew
It's
that.
exactly that movie. I'm like, I like that. I like that music. It's like Born Identity music.
Exactly. It's very, very spooky.
Very spooky. I like that. They did a good job with it.
All right, are you going to call in, Jimmy? This is probably the part of the show that I go on mute and turn it over to somebody else. Jimmy, if you're going to call in now. Oh, okay.
We can just talk about whatever. I'll talk about all kinds of things.
Your voice gets higher when you get drunk.
Oh, it gets all kinds of high, Debbie. It gets much higher.
Here comes Jimmy Lethal.
Where's Jimmy Lethal?
Here he comes. Jimmy Lethal's on the call.
Who is that feller?
Hey, Goose, what's up?
Jimmy Lethal. Who is Jimmy Lethal? He seems like a cool guy.
Here comes Jewish producer.
President, redneck.
And Jewish producer.
I had to be here live for this epic moment.
Of course.
All right.
All right, we got Jimmy Lethal in front of his Confederate flag, and Jimmy producer in front of his non-Confederate flag. Yeah, of course. Because JP is in front of his like German flag in the back. It's like some kind of regular German flag. JP's like hardcore. He's like hardcore German.
Yes.
He's got like the regular German flag.
I love the Germans. Yes. Mr. Midnight Movie is a German, and I salute.
Rebels for German youth.
What's going on, Jimmy?
Not much, man. Let's sit here drinking some Evan Williams. What's up, dude?
Same here, man. Like, we got our fucking 4th coming up, man.
No way, you're drinking Evan Williams too? Fucking rock on, man.
Hell no, man. I got fucking some cheap ass bitch shit for tomorrow. I got some cheap ass shit for tomorrow. Because, like, I'm going to be dragging my fucking lawn chair to the parking lot. Because last year when I dragged my shit out, we had a bunch of black people come out. Nothing against black people. It's just like, fucking they come out and they're like, oh, hey. Well, they were doing something, but they're like, oh, hey, can I have some beer? Can I have some cigarettes? And I'm like, well, listen, man, like, fucking, I'm trying to enjoy myself. Like, I'm having a beer, I'm having some cigarettes. But this year, I'm going to wear my red hat.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what that means, but it's my
Make
red
America.
hat, my MAGA hat. I'm going to be wearing that, and I'm going to be
Mega Man X. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah! It's going to be my MAGA hat, me sitting in a lawn chair. I'm going to have a few beers next to me. And some white people come up, and they're like, oh, hey, what's going on? I'll be like, okay. But I'm going to have some cigarettes and my beer next to me. Because, like, where I live, there's...
And you're going to have a sign on yours that says, we'll troll for food.
Well, no, Debbie. Because there's, like, where I live, there's like actual World War II planes that are going to fly over me and shit. It's going to be World War II. There's going to be like P-51 Mustangs and flying fortresses and shit. They're going to fly over me. Yeah, it's going to be fucking legit. But,
Fuck, dude, I want to celebrate Goose.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, but last year they fucked it up. They're like, oh, hey, give me a beer. But this time it's not going to happen. He's like, I'm going to wear my MAGA hat. And then I'm going to tell them fuck no when they ask for cigarettes. Yeah, I'm going to basically do that, except not say that.
Nigger smash!
Yeah!
Nigger smash!
Because basically, when I wear the hat, it's like insect repellent. You know what I mean, Debbie? It's like none of them want anything to do with me when I'm wearing the hat.
Did I just tell Bill Wagner?
I don't care. No. Because Bill is repelled by all fucking races. He doesn't care what's going on. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to fuck shit up tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a fucking awesome celebration.
Where will you be?
American Liberty. I'm going to be in Texas.
Yes.
That narrows it down.
The United States of Texas, next to an airfield where there's fucking World War II airplanes flying directly above me. Okay, so I'm
my God, that
parked
sounds
right next to a fucking airfield.
That's America, baby.
It's because he's in the Air Force. He gets to go to these special things. Are you going with your dad and everybody, or what?
No, I
on,
have nothing with my dad. But there's gonna be P-51 Mustangs. You're gonna be flying Fortresses right fucking above me again, and I'm gonna be parking my lawn chair out in the parking lot of my apartment complex this time. And none of the black people are gonna want anything to do with me because of my hat that I own this time, which I didn't own this time last year because a certain person wasn't running for president last time. Yeah, a certain person wasn't running for president the same time last year, so I didn't have that hat. But this time, hey, woo! Yeah, I'm gonna be making a
2016, motherfuckers.
Oh yeah. I'm going to be making America great again. Hardcore.
I said Trump 2016, motherfuckers.
Hell yeah. I'm going to be Trump 2016. I'm going to be making World War II great again in my backyard. That's going to be awesome.
Go make America great again.
Hell yeah. We're going to make the white race great.
Exactly, man. I want to go to Ferguson on 4th of July because, you know.
Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. Boys, give her the gun.
Give the gun!
Spouting a flame from under. Off with one hell of a roar. We live in faith.
Trump is gone.
God in flames.
I never knew that's what that said.
Trump is gone.
You don't know the Air Force song?
No, I didn't until you just sang it.
Wait, play it again. I'll sing in the song.
I know. I didn't know the words.
I know it by heart. Go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun.
Here they come, zooming to meet
our thunder, and the boys giving him a gun.
we die, spouting a flame from under. Off with one hell of a roar. We live in
Flame, go down in flame. Hey, nothing can know you there first. Okay.
Well. What did you say? Go down in flames? What did you say?
No, that's actually the song.
Oh my God.
They fucked it up.
They did. They fucked it up. So there you go.
No, they actually fucked it up. Like, if you actually look at the lyrics, they fucked it up.
What is your favorite song for the 4th of July, Jewish producer? Is it God Bless the USA?
Wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming in to meet the thunder. Adam boys me in the gun. Down
Anything that gets me waving a flag, I feel good.
Flame from under.
We're going to smack all the niggers out of McDonald's.
What?
Jimmy, you sound drunk.
He was wasted earlier.
I know. I mean, like hours earlier.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. This is the song that I don't like for the United States for the 4th of July. If I only had my... I think this one always makes me think, shut it off, get him off.
Tomorrow all the things were gone, worked for all my life.
Oh my God, they had an angel over the towers falling down. Fuck you, shut
By
up.
the way, I predicted the future today. I talked to
did.
Jimmy earlier. We did a quick show, and I said, remember what I asked you, Jimmy?
Yeah, we defined the meaning of niggering.
We did do that. We did, and I actually I submitted a
When
definition
if
to
you
Urban
look,
Dictionary. I don't think they'll
I
accept it,
made
but
my own
I also
version of the
I also
Smiths.
asked
I made my own version
if
of the
he
Smiths
talked to Goose,
Trump,
and he had not talked to Goose, but it did happen tonight, like a swami.
and I made it in honor of Trump.
That's right.
Trump's my hero.
We didn't hear anything that either one of you said. You both talked at the same time.
I guess you could say we were niggering, Debbie.
God. You could say that.
Jimmy, don't start niggering again.
Well, Jimmy's song may be a song for a lot of people, but it's not the U.S. Air Force song. Which you could say
Goose, do you
is a
do
song
niggering?
for many people who were in the armed forces, which is off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming in to meet our thunder. Atom boys, give them the gun. Down we dive, spouting a flame from under. Off with one, hell of a roar.
Mm-hmm.
Live in fame, go down in flame. Hey, nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force. You know, it might sound fucked up, but
And
I mean,
then the second verse goes.
I sounded fucked up on mine. It's called Goose. I like
Minds of men fashioned a crate of thunder, sent in high into the blue. Hands of men blessed the world of sunder. How they live, God only knew. Souls of men dreaming of skies to conquer. Give us wings.
Or the Air Force song.
I'm sorry, I fucked up. I didn't know the tune.
Yeah, but that was
shut your mouth. How can you say? I shouldn't say niggers all day. I hate niggers because they chimp the fuck out.
Goose, do you do niggering?
Just like everybody else.
Jimmy, simmer down. Back, just hold, press it down, press down. Just.
I thought this was karaoke night, Debbie.
No, not when you talk like that.
Really, that's pretty fucked.
Yeah, that's not very nice. That's not very nice. Okay.
I thought it was way past go. I think Goose liked it.
No, I don't. I don't really appreciate that.
Goose, do you do niggering?
No. I'll not do niggering.
And I had to start again with just my children and my wife.
Niggering. Sorry, my guess was
Roses are red, violets are blue. Get Jimmy Lethal off of this call.
You don't know what life is really worth. It's an all that
Debbie. That easy. Just bring Stabby back on.
Yeah, throw Stabby McFaggot pussy back there.
Stabby's way more interesting. Or bring other people on if not.
Yeah, bring Stabby on. See if that pussy will answer.
Just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today.
It's really boring. Like, I wish you just bring Stabby back on.
Yeah, this is horrible. Where are you, fucking Stabby?
I can tell you a big story about Born in the USA at a strip club. Like you could literally just play that song, and I'd have a better story for you.
That would be great.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
I have a better story, but like somebody will interrupt it. I'm not
Do
gonna
it.
name it. Somebody
No.
will interrupt.
Tell us a story. We're sinking.
Okay.
We need it.
All right, I was
yeah.
at
Right now.
McDougal's Gentleman Club, and there's this fat chick on the stage, and we're at McDougal's Gentleman's Club.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, and well, she she made herself presentable, I guess. Some people might say, but yeah, she's totally fucking nude and fat and gross, and yeah, she stripped down to her nothings, and she was a fat chick in a bikini.
Oh.
Yeah, and she was on the stage, and Born in the USA was. Yeah, and Born in the USA was playing on the stage, and everybody in the Gentleman's Club got up and saluted because Born in the USA was playing.
It sounds sexy.
It was a really patriotic moment. Like it was great. Like we had a really good moment there. There was this chick just like really fat and gross and disgusting. Her vagina was out where it probably shouldn't have been.
Was it puffy?
Oh yeah, I mean it was all kinds of
yummy.
It was all kinds of disgusting, but like we were all kind of united. It was all USA. It was like 9/11 all over again, and we were all kind of united together. It was good. It was a good time. It was like it was like 9/11. We were all like USA, USA, USA. And there was all kinds of, it's like fatness that shouldn't have been happening. It was gross.
I'm all for fat
really
chicks.
disgusting. Makes me want to throw up.
That would be a quality moment.
Yeah, it was a quality moment. It makes me want to
dick.
vomit in my mouth a little bit.
Do we have any more vomitous stories? Please.
Fat chick for America.
Well, Jimmy Lethal, he sounds like somebody who would have these kinds of moments, but he really doesn't. Well, Jimmy, please fill us in on how awesome you are. But you don't have those. You don't have those moments, do you? You're just kind of like, oh, well, I have a Confederate flag. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm real edgy. But you don't have that shit going on, do you?
I actually do have
some
moments, man.
Edward Hubbard.
You haven't brought forth.
Guys, Edward Hubbard did a farewell show. Are you kidding?
Oh, well, I'm getting kind of bored here, Debbie.
You mean Nigward, retard fag?
He's
saying nigger.
Stop saying that, Jimmy. You're going to get me kicked out of my own world.
That's really exciting.
I do it for America.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, just don't do
I
that.
really do. If you don't love Trump, then fuck you. Trump 2016. Get the niggers off McDonald's.
Stop saying that word. You're going to make me throw you off the call.
That's a really ugly word.
Yeah, really. It's not funny. It's not funny, sweetie. You're going to get me in trouble.
There we go. Get him out of here.
I thought it was a beautiful word.
It's not. It's very
ugly
bad.
Word.
It's an ugly word. All right. Bye, Jimmy. We love you. All right. I hung up on Jimmy.
Thank you.
Well, it just gets old,
I
just
don't really appreciate it.
It's ridiculous.
We didn't get the fireworks I was expecting. I wanted some 4th of July fireworks.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with the N word or anything. It's just like it's old.
Please don't even
it's old.
do it. Well, I'm proud of your documentary, Goose.
Well, a lot of people are. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people aren't.
I am proud of it.
It's good. It was fun.
I wish I could have been on it going. I wish I could have been on it going. My name is Debbie, and I was trolled by Goose. Do what? What did you say?
I said, a lot of people are proud of it, and a lot of people aren't. I hope it's aired somewhere.
Has your dad seen it?
I'm sure a lot of people have seen it. Yeah, it'll be seen by somebody.
Did you show it to your dad?
I will eventually.
He's gonna say, "That's my boy."
Well, that's not exactly what he's gonna say. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Get off the internet, Goose! God damn it!
What have you done?
What are you doing? You're defaming the family name, Goose."
That's exactly what's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't. That's like the least of my priorities.
I know. I'm just saying. Oh, my back. So, what did you do to your back?
Oh, I fucking fell asleep, right? And then I woke up and pretty much all good.
But what did you originally do to it, though?
Sometimes a good night's sleep can really do the trick.
I ran. I ran. I'm physically active, and I think I was more physically active than I should have been.
Jimmy, no. You're saying the N-word. Every other word, no.
Okay. Well, I didn't say nigger.
No. I'm not talking to you. Jimmy's trying to call back in, and I said, no, you're saying the N-word.
Okay,
every other word.
Well, he's just being obnoxious.
Yeah.
Wait, it's not funny. It's not fun. Like just saying the. I mean, like I'm all about saying that's cool and all, but it's just not funny. Like it's not a comedic thing anymore. It's just not. It's not funny. I don't know if he's thinking that's funny or what, but it's not. It's whatever. Like I'm not offended by it, but it's just not funny. But anyways, yeah, I woke up and my back was sore and everything, but like I was able to walk fine. So yeah, I'm good now. I went and got some clothes for some interview stuff going on this week. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Goose, the goose is solid for the gandering.
I was showing this video the other day to Victor, and I said, this reminds me of Goose when he goes on a video, when he goes on an interview. Got to show you what I'm talking about. Let me find it. You're going to shit when I show you. Hold on. Let me look it up. Okay, it is...
Sometimes I find myself channeling my inner goose.
Okay, here it is. It's called Job Interview. Wait. Let me show it to you. Hold on a second.
Wait, fucking Derek sent me something yesterday. I'll have to find it for you.
Wait a minute. Let me go back to my Skype page. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you my screen so y'all can watch this with me. It's fucking hysterical. You ready? I was showing this to Vic, and I said, this reminds me of Goose, and he went to go on an interview. What? Oh, fuck you. I got to put my fucking ad block back on. I turned it off earlier because people are making you turn it off now on certain web pages. But
wait, Debbie.
What?
Here's what Derek sent me yesterday.
Okay, wait. Okay, I'll get back to that in a second. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's see. Is it in the group chat? Okay, wait.
Yeah. This is her thing.
Oh, look at
this.
It's so cute. Oh my god.
I have no idea what the context is, but like a few people sent that to me yesterday. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, they're so... It's these geese that have these clothes on. That's cute shit.
Trench coats and shit.
Why am I blocked?
Derek.
Okay, no, I'm not. Okay, watch this, Goose. It's going to make you laugh, I think. Watch. You're the one that's in there getting interviewed.
Noah
Watch.
Sanders, here for the job interview.
Please take a seat.
You're not that guy. You're not that guy. What? Just wait.
Okay.
Job interviews, huh? Never fun.
Oh, it's fucking Keenan and Kel.
No, just wait.
I get it. Stay focused.
What are their names?
Okay, shh. Here we go.
Funny black guys.
Oh. That's a big laugh.
Here he comes. Wait.
Oh, no! I did it! No, you didn't!
Because men always love Goose. Watch. Just watch. You're on the right.
That is too rich. Oh, wow. Thanks so much for coming in, Adam.
Of course, and you better stay away from that Chinese food.
Oh my God, you got that right. That's doing a number on my stomach.
Here's your fortune. You're going to be sick in a half hour.
Oh my gosh, what an absolute.
Sounds like Goose.
It's been great. And can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I don't even care if I get this job because I know I've made it.
Pretty much.
What a great goddamn attitude.
Just wait. You haven't seen the best. Just wait.
Yeah, you son of a gun. You know what? Right quick, before you leave, I want to give you something.
No, sir, I can't take any more gifts. This whole thing has been a gift.
My brother passed away 21 years ago. We were estranged, then he became ill, and he gave this to me as a peace offering. And then one day when we were on the ocean, he fell overboard on a boat very much like this one and died. I saw him struggling all the way as a riptide. Just
Watch what he says.
Bitch ocean.
The bitch ocean. What?
Would you please accept this as a token of my gratitude for you bringing joy back into my life?
Under any other circumstance, I would refuse. But I will accept this gift today. Because I know how much it means to you. So I will.
Thank you.
Oh, I made it.
This reminds me of Goose if he was on an interview. What? He goes, Bernadette. He knows his secretary.
Oh, my God.
This guy, how do you keep a straight face all day?
Isn't she sweet?
Sweeter than pie.
Oh, my God. God damn it, I love your fucking energy.
Well, what can I say, sir? I am solar powered.
It's like what these other guys are going, why are we even going to fucking interview? I told because that's Goose on an interview. Oh, my God. It was making me crack up. It was just really funny stuff.
I remember this shit.
Oh, my God. I think Key and Peele are some of the funniest people in the fucking world.
My high school movie.
Have you seen Office Homophobe? It's got these fucking advertisements.
The worst shit ever
Your ad
made.
blocker up.
I know. I need to re-put it back up.
Ad blocker.
Debbie,
What?
the worst shit ever made on the internet.
Yeah, what is it?
My clocks suck.
Watch
They're
this,
great.
Goose. Watch.
Greatest cinematic masterpiece ever made.
Cinematic.
Latrell,
What's up, baby girl?
can you please turn that off?
Why, you don't like my music?
Is it music? Because it sounds like a bunch of sex noises over
His coffee cup over there says, I love peckers. It says, I love peckers. Watch.
bass line.
We've already seen this.
I get it. You don't like my music because I'm gay. You can't handle a gay man's music.
No.
Yeah,
It's,
you've
I'm
already
trying
seen
to work
this.
here, and that music is weirdly sexual.
Oh, I see. So,
Debbie.
my sexual...
What?
You've already seen this.
You already seen this? Well, maybe somebody else hasn't. It's really funny.
Yeah, no, I mean, we already seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I'm not watching it.
Oh, it's fucking
Ignoring
hysterical.
it, Debbie.
You
I'm
ignore
ignoring
me.
it.
You
I
ignore
want.
me.
Debbie.
Yeah. But right ahead. Take your best shot. What?
Here.
What?
My cocks suck.
This is where the show goes to shit.
My
No, it's
cocks
bad.
suck.
It's
It gets
getting
way
better.
better. It gets way better.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everybody enjoyed the screening of the show tonight.
You keep missing it. Okay.
What?
You keep missing it, but fine.
What am I missing?
Why cocks suck?
Why cocks suck? Why? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm missing the link. Sorry. Oh, shit. Hold on. What? Hold on. All right, get away. Thing. Being a slacker is harder than it looks. A talent sold separately. What? What is this?
It's so bad.
Oh, no. I've seen this before. I love Why Clocks Suck. We debuted that one night on the show. It was hysterically adorable. I love it. I'm the one that found it and showed you, you mullet. Have you seen this? Goose is absolutely fucking adorable in this fucking film. No, how old are you in this? You're like 17?
No, I'm like 15.
That's right. There's a commercial.
Are you even touching me?
No, but my order is...
Fuck off. I'm going to drop the link to this in the chat room. You guys have got to watch this. It's Goose when he was a little boy, and he's in this video. It's adorable. He made the video.
I was 15.
But he's so cute in it. I mean, you are the way you wake up in your bed and you go to school.
Oh, darn. I'm like, oh, darn.
Here he comes. Talent sold separately.
That's our thing. Talent sold separately.
There's your Burger King hat. And your trophies. This is actually Goose, people. Look how cute he is.
Crap.
Aww.
Oh, crap.
Adorable.
Oh, crap. Oh, crap.
And he's so tall. I cannot believe at 15 you were that tall.
Are you sharing the images or what?
No, because y'all are too mean to watch them. We're not watching anyway, Dammy. Jewish producer, you mean thing. Now I will.
I just wasn't watching that video. I'm watching everything else. I'm right here with you.
All right.
Crap! My paper's due at 9. Totally forgot.
Look at Goose.
Totally forgot.
Look at Goose.
Oh, crap! My paper's due at 8.
Dude. Like David Lynch and shit. Midgets in front of aphies.
This was the video that he made for his school.
Sponsor this week. You might have heard of it. It's called Four Loco. Four Loco. Four Loco.
Stop it! I've lost control of this show.
That's hilarious. Four Loco.
Let me peel the little plastic thing off here.
Who's doing that?
That's just
Is the official beverage of the Bill Wagoner crew. Drink Four Loko, make your heart explode, and spam hard while you die. Drink Four Loko, everybody.
Spam hard.
That's funny. That's funny.
Hey, what's up? Hey, listen, I'm gonna go play. Hey, you seem kind of tense. What's up, man? I'm fine. I just gotta print my paper. Let's go back to my house.
You're an asshole.
This is when Goose officially meets Derek of the BWC here.
No, Derek is such a piece of shit.
That was great. That was great, JP. That really was.
See, I'm really busy. We gotta relax, okay? We'll go back to my house and talk it over. Okay?
Can I skip to the part when you're dancing? That's
No. You gotta keep going.
My favorite part.
It goes deep. It goes into some deep character development. This bitch slapping.
You're so tall.
So, why have you been so tense lately, man? Well, you see, Hey, you want something to drink? No, not really. I really just want to hurry. Come on! Can't relax if you don't have something to drink. Okay, whatever. I'll have a drink. Yes? Yes, you want a drink? Well, what? Do you have some kind of drinking problem? Are you an alcoholic, Jimmy?
Like people come out of the closet and shit.
Well, what's this? You too? What? What's okay here? What is this?
Have you ever seen this, JP? Have you ever seen this?
Just like random people coming out of the closet.
It's his high school video that he made.
As soon as we heard.
Oh, I have seen this.
For theater.
Oh, yeah, I saw this.
Random people coming out of the closet to tell me I have a drinking problem.
Here's the deal, Jimmy. You have two choices.
The already is I really did.
What? What?
A, you can stay here and talk about your problem with your friends. Or B,
See, this whole part could have been left out, I think.
Well, a lot of people could have been left out, Debbie.
you can slap your girlfriend and jump out the window. You have chosen B. Slap your girlfriend and jump out of the window.
That's great special effects.
It's like, it was like George Lucas special effects.
My chest hurts from laughing. That's one of my favorite shots of him. It's so adorable.
Steven Spielberg special effects.
This gets really deep here, JP.
It really does. There's Nick. Nick. That's my best friend right there.
Yeah? This is for you.
Look at his yin and yang. Look at his yin and yang necklace. Isn't he adorable? He probably got that in Florida.
Boom.
No, I got that in Germany, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Answer it! Fine. Great.
You can see your breath out there. You must have been freezing.
You missed the call.
It was
Sorry, dude,
in
it's not even mine.
it was in England.
What do you want me to just hit star 69? Fine.
Entire thing's in England.
Hello? Yeah. Who is this? This is Jimmy.
He's talking to you on the phone.
Oh, right, you. Listen, we need to talk. You're right next to me. You see, there's great evil in the world right now. Yeah. Have you ever heard of the Dark Lord of Frostdor?
This is fucked up. The Dark Lord. And you're still talking to him on the phone.
Are you talking about a role-playing game or something? I bet the ring to rule over all of Middle-earth. What? You see, the Dark Lord seeks this ring. Oh, good for him. But this is no ordinary ring. This is a ring of immense power. Power of immense proportion.
It's proportions.
Listen. I really don't care, okay? I just need to go print my paper. The greed perpetuated by this ring is incredible. Many men have died in hopes of acquiring it. My father...
Look at that. That's one of my favorite looks right there. I love that. You're going, why am I fucking doing this film?
The last king of Jerdor was one of these men. He sought the ring and failed miserably, costing him his life. It was then that
it was kind of an inside joke because I ran for class president that year.
I need you, Jimmy, to help me reclaim the kingdom. Would you give your life for this ring?
I would give my life to end this conversation.
Good. That question was a test, and you passed. I can see now that greed will not overcome you on the mission.
Mission?
But of course. The Dark Lord of Frostor has sent many of his elf scouts in search of this ring.
Elf scouts? Are you talking about an RPG again?
A certain elf, called Jackajalar, has the ring, and he's going to deliver it. Today.
Jackajalar? Didn't that guy run for class president or something?
There was a photograph included in the envelope.
Miller.
Something in here. Here, hold this. Is this supposed to look like Robin Hood or something?
You must intercept the ring.
Now I know it's a Keebler elf, right? See?
Yeah. And then you must run. Don't bring it to me. Take it directly to the only place it can be destroyed. Mount Omen.
Mount Omen? Where the heck?
There's a map included in the envelope.
Here, hold this, will you? How am I supposed to even read this? It's not even English, dude.
You need an enchanted translation staff.
Oh, well that sucks. I left mine at home.
There's a magic staff included in the envelope.
Whatever. Here, can you hold this? It's huge. You know what, dude? I really don't care what's in the stupid envelope, alright? I'm gonna go print my paper now.
No, there's a printer included in the envelope.
I'm hanging up.
You can't leave. Don't hang up.
Bye.
Don't. No.
Leave
no.
now. Bye.
Jimmy. Jimmy, are you there? We lost him.
Stupid.
Hey, kid.
Yes?
You want to make some money?
Well, actually, I gotta go print my... Hey, you're Jack and Jalar. That elf that trench coat guy was talking about.
Have you ever heard of the Dark Lord of Froststorm?
Hey, listen, I'm really not into RPGs, okay? I really just want to go print my paper.
If you deliver this, he will be sure to reward you. I would deliver it myself, but I'm afraid the Orpheus is watching.
Excuse me, sir. What do you doing outside? What? What are you talking?
That's Dr. Herpington.
No.
I know.
About? My friend, I'm talking about the current day Holocaust that goes on before our very eyes. You were totally blind. Yeah, that's great. I'm gonna go print my paper now. No, you don't. Not talking about you're guilty. Guilty of what? Are you a vegetarian? Are vegetarians guilty or something? Are you guilty? Guilty of what? Guilty of murder. Guilty of betrayal. Guilty of genocide. Do I look like food to you? No. Do I? Tell me! You don't look cooked, so no. You're guilty! Do you realize how hard it is to live in constant fear of being preyed upon? How'd you like it if I cooked and ate you? Have you ever tried sleeping standing up in a cage every night? Like a queen astronaut?
This is so fucking stupid.
Can I talk to you after I print my paper, please? Here, put this on! Dude, it's not mine. Just put it on! It's not mine. Just put it on! Fine. It's happy. Put on your jacket. All right.
My leather fucking jacket.
There. Oh, you got ink all over my new jacket. No, it is yours! No, it's not. You just yes, it is! You stole it to count yourself! I did not. Yes, you did! It's not even real leather. You know what? I'm sick of this. I'm out of here. No, not until you promise to become a vegetarian.
For every animal you don't eat, I'm gonna eat 3.
Hey, are you serious?
I think I already did. What are you doing? You got ink all over the ring. Now the Dark Lord's gonna kill me.
God!
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Meanwhile, the Tool soundtrack.
Big crowd. Hey, would you mind making someone move? I really need to print this paper, and everyone's on MySpace. It's ridiculous.
Did you see that goose in the background? That was a very subtle hint. Did you see that,
like,
Goose?
Everybody was on MySpace. Like, that was the whole point.
Look right here, Goose. Look. That's a hidden clue, like an Easter egg. That's like an Easter egg. It's showing your future.
No, did you hear that? A white man. No, did you hear that? A white man!
Actually, I was just gonna take a mirror.
You're right. If you rewind, you hear a white man. Now, if you go back to the part, you hear a white man.
Well, you don't have to log off. Do you mind if I get on your computer then?
Who said that? A white man.
I heard it.
Like it gets replayed a couple of times. Like we sampled that part.
Who did that? Was that done on purpose?
No. Like we kept hearing that, and like when we edited it, we kept hearing a white man.
Wow, that's weird. Maybe
no. Play that again. All
right, listen real carefully. You'll hear somebody.
Not intentional at all.
All right, listen. Shh. Here we go.
Everyone's on MySpace. It's ridiculous.
Like the librarian login on MySpace was legit.
Wait, you missed it. It was right there. Wait.
No. Like everything with the librarian login on MySpace.
It's right when they show the goose. Listen, be quiet. Did you hear it right there? Did you hear it, JP?
No, I mean, we repeated that part several times. Like, you can hear it a couple more times. Yeah, keep playing. Like, you can hear it. Oh, white man!
Actually, I was just gonna take a mirror pic in the bathroom. Do you mind if I get on your computer then? Yeah, I guess. Just let me log out. Well, you don't have to log off. That's okay. I don't want you commenting on my vlogs anyway. Doing what on your what?
Yeah, you're right there.
I just heard it again.
A white man. A white man.
That is so weird.
Yeah. A white man.
Finally.
Nothing in the world right now is more important than stopping the destruction of trees.
Are you kidding me? I live in a tree. I had no idea we have so much in common. I'm really sorry for our little fight. It was a bit childish and...
Yes! Finally printed my paper!
It's the best. This is the best part, JP.
So fucking stupid.
This is amazing.
Before it starts, before I begin.
Fucking history teacher.
Hey, Mr. T, I got my paper. You see, I would have turned it in earlier, but I had all this crazy stuff happen.
All right. Do you see anything in this? Do you see an Easter egg in this shot? A hidden clue. Look right here.
Well, Mr. Easter egg is the Easter egg.
There's this
He is the Easter egg.
Well, first there's this Alcoholics Anonymous thing where they thought I was this alcoholic and stuff.
Are you on drugs, Mr. Waterfront?
He was the Easter egg. Like that was his thing. It was like, are you on drugs?
So there's this Orpheus guy who's trying to get me to go on this
dollar
magical
bills
LP
in the
quest
back of
thing
the
and try to destroy this ring. It was crazy. And then I couldn't even print my paper because this chicken and the elf guy he was talking about were like, I don't know. I have no idea what was going on. But I got it printed now, so it's okay.
Yes, you may turn that in tomorrow, Mr. Waterfront.
Wait a minute. You mean this was
He took the bribe, Goose, by the way.
do today?
Yeah, I did.
Do you have any idea what I went through to print this paper? But I...
Oh my god, that was so fun. It was way.
Are y'all there?
Still here.
It's a cute video, Goose. It's
That is a
adorable.
good video.
It is a good video. It's
What
really
was
good.
the? What was
Like,
the?
it was the. It was probably like one of the more. It was one of the better movies I've made. I'd say it was.
I enjoyed the flick, Goose.
Yeah, it was really expressive. And,
I like Will Far Away. No, Will, what's it called? Will from Afar? What? Listen to this.
Yeah, it was really good.
I enjoyed the flick, Goose.
Yeah, really good.
All right, we're going to get out of here.
It's time.
It's time has come. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, peace.
Peace. Beaches. Stay cool. Enjoy your 4th. All right, we're officially out of here. For some reason, I just got tired. I don't know if it was Goose's video or what. Something made me tired. So for the closing song...
I love the dead before they're cool. The bluing flesh for me to hold. Cadaver eyes upon me see nothing. Dead before they rise. No farewells, no goodbyes. I never even knew your now rotting face. While friends and lovers mourn your silly grave, I have other uses for you, darling.